Alright, so here we are, session 68, Coldlands Hope and Despair. Tonight's session is going to be a little bit of I wouldn't say a one-shot, it's more like a side quest. The last session you guys kind of wrapped up. We're going to head for a long rest after having a big battle, but Diddy was left out of the battle because he was back at the keep kind of being paranoid maybe about something breaking in that way. But let me just kind of do a recap of the last session and we'll kind of pick up from there. Alright, so last session, I think it was around 10 o'clock. During that session, Dr. P made his way back into town. He temporarily set up a shop next to Dr. Pebblestone's Preposterous Emporium. He was kind of offering his services to admin and the other bouncers, basically to help repair any kind of constructs that were maybe beat up in the last battle. Corn made his way to Swift Sparrow, and he met briefly and spoke with Nimba. Was asking him his opinions on everything from the blue veins in him to questioning him about the celestial and undead traces that are now running through his veins as well. Corn also asked him about his brother Jimba, if he had encountered anything similar after he was brought back from his death. Nimba said he had not noticed anything like this, but would keep an eye out. Nimba also questioned if the god that brought Jimba back would have had the same side effects as Corn's chosen god. Corn asked Nimba to help basically keep this news secret. Nimba suggested that Corn seek out a high-ranking cleric or a paladin of Sylvanus to see if they could commune with the deity and ask for help in that way. After that, Nimba and Corn met briefly with the rest of the crew. He got to meet some friendly faces that he knew before, and then Corn and Jimba kind of made their way back towards the infirmary. And the plan was to talk to Silith about if he could detect anything similar inside both of them. That part of it never really came into fruition because the character playing Silith wasn't here, so we may or may not cover that in the morning, Corn. Okay? Back on the battlefield, Sylvia and Usul, they were still inspecting the dead out there of all the slotty. The bouncers, or constructs, and some of the rangers kind of set up a perimeter. While Usul and Sylvia start doing Usul was detecting magic, and Sylvia was proceeding to kind of do some kind of a field autopsy to see if she could pick up any kind of weaknesses or anything else like that. But long story short, they discovered that deep within inside the slotty were these odd-looking egg-shaped gems, kind of within their skull chest cavities that were emitting this magic. Once they got one of them out, they proceeded to kind of go through and cut up and dissect the rest of them. I think Usul ended up. Did you bring one back to Jodel, or did you just talk to him about it? I forget, Usul.
We brought one back.
Okay. Yeah, so you brought one back to Jodel and Kudwar to kind of ask them more about that. And that's when they kind of elaborated a little bit more on what they knew about the slotty. As far as Brevin explained, these gems are like common trophies among the Gith. Mentioned that these things are displayed all over the cities, so he was a little skeptical as to whether or not they were dangerous in any way. Shared a little more information, but he thinks that these things are somehow used by the slotty to point them in the direction of the spawning stone to head back that way during their instinctual mating seasons. He said some of the slotty don't have these gems inside of them. And he thinks that's part of this ritual process going back to the spawning stone is when they are given that gem within their brain, which makes them, I guess, from there on out somehow connected or in tune with the spawning stone forever after. Usul recommended they bring some of these gems to the Githzerai to show that they too are great hunters of Saladin and kind of use that as a trading thing to see if they would help out. And Brevin agreed that was a good idea. Let's see. There was something. Oh yeah, Usul, you were concerned about what form of magic these things were because you failed at doing any kind of detect magic on them. And I think pretty much between Jodel and Brevin, they shared they weren't aware of any other magical properties of this other than what Brevin shared about it have some kind of a way to point them towards the spawning stone. Let's see. Oh, I skipped about the whole infirmary thing. So again, Silith, Toman, Twig, and Buttercup back at the infirmary. Scylla, Tolman, and Buttercup were still, well, at least two of them were concerned that they were somehow infested with this thing, and Twig thought that Buttercup was also possibly infected as well. There at the infirmary, they met a little gnome named Singo, and also a tall elven male named Dinju, and both of them kind of shared their knowledge of this thing, that basically they believe it's something that starts with the Slotty, and they even had a few people back in Injast that have suffered through this, and they haven't had a very good track record of extracting them successfully without killing the host. During that conversation, one of the people within the infirmary, one of the refugees, actually had one of these Slotty kind of erupt from her abdomen and tried to escape out the door. Buttercup managed to capture it, and from that you guys put it into a sack, then into a glass jar, and then into a chest to kind of maybe figure out what the heck this thing is. Twig offered to bring one of the, or two of the Slotty, I think it was one or two, back to the barracks so that the elf and the gnome could do a little more experiments on it to figure out what else they could to possibly help with what possibly could be infested. And the elf recommended that Scylleth, Tolman, and Buttercup be kept under watch over in the barracks until they can verify whether or not they are infested with one of these things. So that's where those three are tonight. They are resting comfortably. The folks in the barracks recognize what those folks did as far as helping out in the battle, and they put them up for a fairly nice portion of the barracks, albeit under lock and key. But they're trying to keep them as comfortable as possible. But for obvious reasons, they want to keep them under watch to make sure these things don't burst out from them. During the conversation, the elf and the gnome both told them that they were unsure what the gestation period was. They didn't know if it was like a day or if it was 3 months. All they know is like once they get big enough, that's when they really start noticing them. Okay, what else? I'm sure I'm missing something else. There's more conversation happened between Diddy and everybody else. One important thing. There was a question last session about who had a bag of holding. Sylith is actually the one who has a bag of holding, but I went ahead and said in my notes that Cudwar would have gave you guys a bag of holding to put all the extra Slotty gem brain things, whatever, into. I think you guys are concerned about leaving them out. Okay?
Yep.
Okay.
Have we got something for this so we can chuck a unconscious Slard in the bag? Because I don't think they breathe.
What's your question? I'm sorry?
I'll say to them, did they have something a bit different? Because the bag's got a size limit when you open it. Do you have something that you could just open up and chuck them into? Because I want to give you some unconscious Slards so you can operate on them.
And at that, Cudwar would pretty much kind of shrug and says, all we've got is these bags of holding. We don't have anything that's got a larger opening than that.
It's 2 foot, isn't it? All right. It's going to be uncomfortable for the Slard. I'll try and get the best powered one I can get, and then throw him in the bag. They don't breathe, do they? They're from the plane of chaos. So
I'm not sure about that. Again, that they shared with you guys that while they're in the plane of chaos, that they can kind of glide through these, firestorms or acid storms or whatever, and it doesn't seem to affect them. So that led them to believe that they're not really sure if they need to breathe at all, at least within the plane of limbo.
All right.
Okay.
We'll beat the hell out of the most powerful one we can and chuck them in a bag.
Right.
We're going to bag them and tag them.
So again, they brought a bag out. Usul would have taken that, put all the gems in there. At this point, Diddy would have shared his concerns about the mines, about whether or not that could be a Slotty or something else digging towards the location of where they're building the gem core extractor. And correct me if I'm wrong, Diddy, last time we left off, they asked whether or not you thought they should stop constructing it, and you gave them the direction to no, don't stop, continue working on it, but you're going to go into the mines and try to verify. Correct?
Yeah. So and if we find Slard down there, I'll tell him via a horse or a messenger, and then they can pack up and make it safe.
Right. And before Usul left, that's when he pulled out his bag of tricks and gave you this big giant bingle. And Cudwar would have quickly explained that if you plan on bringing a bingle down there, it's going to be a very tight fit. He would explain to you guys that most of the tunnels are gnome size in general, As a matter of fact, I can't remember if I told you this last time or not, did he? He said there's probably a couple spots where even you are going to have a little bit of a tight fit to get through there, depending on where you guys go investigate or travel to. But he said most of them are big enough you can fit through there, but there may be a couple spots that are pretty tight fit for you even.
Yep. I'll wonder if any of the people, the mages or anything, can you shrink me if you need to, like a little bit?
That's going to be a question for you guys, but you haven't met him yet, so let me go through that first.
Okay.
So when we left off the last session, Usul took off. Everybody went back to the campsite outside because Twig had closed out his tab at the Blossom Pillow and pretty much gave up your rooms to some of the refugees. The rest of you guys were all round up by little errand boys and are out on the opening outside the city in a campsite set up by Twig and his posse, so to speak. He's got cooks, he's got manservants, he's got even a few guards out there, and kind of like a combined campsite between them and the crew of the Swift Sparrow. But after Usul left, Kudwar was finishing conversation with Diddy, and there was a knock on the door. And that's when Kudwar got up, opened the door, and he said, you got my message. Says, Diddy, here's your volunteers. Let me introduce you to... And this is where I'll give each of you guys a chance to kind of introduce your characters. I'll start off with Gubrick here. So, Toman, take it away.
Sauntering in, looking around, chewing on the stub of a cigar. Gubrick Rockberry. I guess I'm kind of going to be scouting for this. There's going to be all kinds of crap down there, so glad to have some people along.
Yep. Kudwar will share that Gubrick is the head foreman of the mines here, and probably the most knowledgeable one of all the mines. And Gubrick, you're going to be aware of the rumors going around of miners going missing. And up until this point, you kind of chalked up the same as Kudwar did, that it was just miners that couldn't hack it, and they took off in the middle of the night rather than facing you to tell them that they couldn't hack it. So you're not too convinced that there's anything down there to be worried about, but since the recent events of the Slotty attack, now you're maybe a little more, wondering if it is true or not.
Got it.
Okay.
I'll shake his hand. Nice to meet you, Gubrick.
Likewise.
Okay, walking in next will be this fancy-looking little gnome, got a big old fancy-looking beard and dressed all to the nines. And go ahead, Rand, introduce your character.
John Pass the name. Just here to check out you guys a little bit closer before I marry my daughter to your lizard skin friend.
Diddy's jaw drops. Scylla?
Yeah, that's the guy. He's gonna be my son-in-law.
Oh, okay. I'll just sort of smile. Well, that's fantastic.
Anyways, my blade is yours along with my bow if you need anything, and I'll be sticking to the shadows mostly, to maybe a little bit behind you, watching our backs.
Okay, so you're a scout. Got you. All right. And Gubrick, you fight? Am I right?
Kind of just slapping my warhammer into my palm of my hand. You could say that. I fight. I fight from the shadows. They usually don't see me before I'm hitting them.
Okay. So you're a scout. Okay, fantastic. Any other skills? Any spells or anything that you guys have access to?
Nosy one, aren't you?
Well, it's probably best I share, or we all share what we can do.
That's okay. I'm just used to working with people who know me. I just don't mind me. Bad day. Woke up on the wrong side of the rock. I guess you could say I'm more of a ranger, but I do my work underground.
Oh, well, this will be perfect for you.
That's why I make my livelihood down here, man. Don't let the purple mohawk scare you.
It's quite fetching.
Thank you. It goes well with the feathers.
It does. And the bling.
Don't be messing with my bling.
Diddy smiles and gives him a pat on the back. I think we'll be good friends.
What you talking about, Diddy?
We've all been waiting for that one.
Yeah, he smiles.
Just sorry, had to happen.
Yep, that's fine. Alright, so walking in next, you guys see a somewhat similar regal-looking gnome. Got kind of a tight skull cap on him. Got a book in one hand. And Pofez, you want to go ahead and introduce yourself?
Pofez here. I'm was sent from the Tinkering Academy to help you guys investigate and provide spellcasting and healing.
Oh. Clerical? Divine magic or magic?
Yes. Arcana domain.
Ah. And which god do you believe in?
Azuth,
Oh.
the god of
Do I know him?
knowledge.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, I was sent to investigate with you, help you out. You know, I'm here to learn as well, so I'm quite interested in what's going on.
All right. It's good to have me on board. Yeah. Buffets?
Alright, and next walking in, it's a short, stout little gnome. Got a very nice-looking groomed mustache and beard. You can't hardly see his eyes or his head because it's deep into a very tall, thin helmet. But he's decked out in pretty good plate mail, and he comes kind of clanking in next, almost without waiting for someone to introduce himself, and holds out a hand. Go ahead, Don.
I'll shake it.
I'm Tydock, and I follow the rules, and so will you. I'm the big bouncer around these parts, and if you don't do what you need to do or follow the laws, I might leave you down there.
Mm. So you're going to rule these
Sounds
these
tight.
creatures underneath the mines. I like it.
And you too, if you don't follow the law.
Mm. I'm all about the law.
And Kudwara kind of chime in, so like, hey, Tidok, just take it down a notch. We're here for an investigation thing. We're not here to arrest anybody, okay? And he'll explain to you a little bit more detail. This is Tidok. He's the head of the bouncers here, so very well respected guy. Just sometimes takes it a little bit too much far down the lawful path, but he's a good guy to have your back.
I know.
Okay. All right. Did I miss anybody? Okay, I think that's all of you then, right? All right. So obviously, Gubrick, you're going to be the most knowledgeable of these mines. Oh, before I forget, if for some reason Sylvia shows up late, she'll be playing the role of Photius here. Photius is the head of the guild, the Cavers Guild, basically the gambling hall. Big white, big red mane of hair goes all the way around his head and to his beard below. No mustache, and he's decked out almost as much as Gubrick in gold and jewelry and whatnot. So if she shows up, she'll be playing the role of Photius as well. Okay.
Excellent.
All right. So let me switch to a different map here.
Yeah. So have we? I mean, I'll ask Silith if he was available. I could borrow his bag of holding, and then I'll give it back once I get back. I need to protect his father-in-law.
Yeah, I'll rule that before you guys head over there, you guys can go over and visit with Silith in the barracks. And
Yep.
I'll just assume at this point he'll let you borrow his bag of holding. He may take everything out of it first, but yeah. he'll give it
Yeah,
to
I
you.
say, definitely best idea if you did.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure he'll try to avoid contact with Joan Path at all times.
Okay. I'll say I didn't know you were getting married.
Now, out of character, you were around for that session, right?
Yeah, I was, but I don't know if he told me he was actually getting married, but if he did, then yeah, I'm pretty happy for him.
He used an inspiration card to trick
Yeah,
Jump Path
yes.
into giving him a magic item along with his daughter's hand in marriage.
Yeah, I saw that card. All right, no worries.
At least it wasn't a crossbow wedding.
All right, Diddy. So you can add a bag of holding temporarily to your character sheet if you want.
No worries, and then I'll just start dropping some stuff in it. Okay, fantastic. Done.
Okay. So what are you doing with the big ass tiger that Usul left with you?
I will just say, come on, let's go this way.
You gonna have him go with you?
Yeah.
All right, so Gubrick will lead you guys over towards the Cavers Guild over here. That's this area over here. And this little building back in the back is basically where the mine shaft is. It takes you down into the area. So Gubrick will kind of walk up to the little cage, so to speak. It's on a big hoist above it, mechanical. Bunch of sprockets and gears and everything. Won't say much, other than just kind of grumble a bit as he's chewing on his stogie. And you'll see him kind of take a couple gears, and he'll kind of wound them up like a bicycle sprocket with his hands. And you hear a little bit of wheezing, a little bit of cranking, and then you hear that same noise kind of echo going down the shaft. And this is like a straight shaft going straight down. There's not like a gradual slope going into the mines. So this thing is like, in layman's term, it's basically a giant elevator. And after he does a few gears and whizzes his stuff, and he listens down the shaft as those same noises are made farther that you can't hear anymore. And that's when Gubrick will kind of instruct you guys to all step in.
One at a time, no pushing. Jill to the back, please. Everyone face forward. No smoking.
I start scratching my butt absently, pulling up my crack. Oh, yeah, sorry, buddy.
No, this isn't mine crack.
All right, hold on a second. I gotta
Wait
switch this
for
up here.
everyone to get in and slide the door closed. At which point I'll actually look up to Sir JD and go, so, what exactly do you do?
Good question. I'm a fighter. I use divine magic, and I can protect you guys if you stay close. The aura of my god also helps those people around me within around about 10 feet. So I'll make you more resistant to spells and more resistant to, or help you if things are going weird. It's that slight aura and nice smell that you smell. That's me. Of course, that other smell, I think that's someone else. But, we're in an elevator. Sort of you're squeaking, going, there's always one.
So, Gubrick, you'll tell them as they start your descent that it's probably going to take another minute or two before you guys reach the first level. And you'll know that at least if you're following the clues of the missing miners, that was about 3 levels down. So you probably got about 3 or 4 minute ride down until you reach that level. So with that news, him sharing that with you guys, is there anything that you guys want to do as preparation before you get down there, or conversations?
I look at Diddy, I'm like, you're a quite important fellow I hear around town. A legend to some people. We probably shouldn't have you dying. And I cast this on you.
I'd appreciate that. Excellent. All right, thank you.
Okay, anybody else?
I'll see if we've got any canaries or anything, if there's any weird gas or anything down there, but other than that.
Okay. And everybody here has dark vision, even you, right, Diddy?
Yeah.
Okay, so that worked out well. No one picked the human to be their NPC, so don't have to worry about that. Alright, so you guys
Also,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was like, so which one of you, I would expect it to be either you, Gumfrick, or Gubrick, or Jumfat, would know new construction has been done in the dark.
My life in these mines, I'll be able to notice something right off the bat if it's out of place.
Righto. All right,
Okay,
let me
good.
know as soon as you see something weird. I've got a way of telling everyone upstairs what's going on.
Got it. I reach into my coat and pull out this very fancy case and open it up, and you notice there's 6 already half-chewed cigars. I take one out of my mouth and replace it with one of the other ones. Got to have my mining cigar in. Good luck,
I am loving this, Rich. I gave you another inspiration card, by the way. So
Thank
you're doing very fine.
When I read Gubrick, I was like, oh, I know exactly how I played this guy. He's
I've had a what is it, a drinks case and a cigar case for ages. So I'll pop open a new cigar and I'll say, I haven't had any reason to do this. I suppose when the wedding happens, then maybe, and I'll just pass him one of the unused ones.
I take it in my hand and I look at it with disdain.
And I'll say, but we can't use it until we defeat, if there are, Slard down here. Oh, did you guys get told what's down here? Possibly?
Well, we've had
no
some
one.
missing miners, and we've heard there's critters. We've seen critters down here before, so I'm not too worried. But now that they've got you joining us, maybe it's a little bit more serious.
Yep. I'll tell them about Slard. If they haven't told them, I go, ooh, that was a little bit of a miss. Not telling them about. So I'll explain to them about how they work, generically, and maybe one or two of them are infectious, like they transfer these things into your tummies. But I'll give them the whole spiel. Everything that Diddy knows, he tells them about Slards. He says, but the worst thing about them is that they can appear to be somebody else. But I'll be able to detect that if that happens. So I'll give you a little nod, and maybe a little code word to let you know when I sense a Slard. So I'll just say the sky's falling, and then you'll know. And then I'll nod to the one in particular.
Pofez is writing all this down. It's like, oh, interesting.
Player knowledge. What class of creature are Slod?
I'm
Tell
not
you the
sure.
aberrations.
I'm not sure you guys, the gnome people, would know specifically.
Right, but I have a particular ability, primal awareness, that always allows me to detect certain creatures if in my favorite terrain.
Okay.
And they include aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and the undead.
Okay.
So if Slod fall into that, I may not be able to tell what it is other than it's an aberration, but I just want to bring that up.
Yep. Yeah, they're considered aberrations. Again, that's player knowledge. Not so
Right,
sure
right.
Gubrick would know that, but yeah.
Okay. So as Diddy's giving his explanation, Gerberg's eyes flash wide a little bit, and then they slowly return to the normal squint. I take a long draw off the new cigar, going, "It's new, but it smells nice. I'll save this for later. Thank you."
You're welcome.
Thank you for the information.
Yep, and then I'll tell you guys about the level and power of the Slards. So I think the red and the green ones are fighter types. So I think they might be the ones that are most effective, because I think the guys mainly fought them. Then there's a green one that casts spells. So I reckon our spellcasters and those that love to chop up mages better get close to that one first. And then I don't think we'll meet one. God, I hope we don't. There's a grey or a dark-coloured one. I don't think we've ever seen one. But our mission, if we can do it, is knock a sample of each of these little puppies out to take them above so people can study them. But all I know is that what did they fight? Green, red, and blue upstairs?
No greens, so it was just blue and reds.
Okay, so either a blue or a red is infective. So they are the ones that can somehow put their babies in your tummy or in your body. So just be careful with those.
Okay. All right. Anything else, guys? Conversation-wise or role-playing wise?
John Path is thinking about just going back home. The babies in the tummy thing might have been just a little too much for him.
Yep, that's to him to a T. You're doing well with him, Rand. Okay. Just so I don't forget, Brendan, I gave you a inspiration card as well. I just listened to your gnome voice. I'm like, oh, that's freaking awesome. Here, I had to double check myself. Was that Brendan just talking? That's a good gnome voice.
Thanks. I'll check it out.
All right. So, anything else you guys want to talk before you get to your level? Okay, I'll take it as a no. So again, 3 or 4 minutes go by. You're not sure exactly how long. You guys go down this thing, and pitch black. There are no lights within the actual, I guess, elevator mechanism. There's no lights within the actual tunnels themselves because these are by norm gnome tunnels, so they all have dark vision. There are a few miners' hats and stuff. Once you guys reach to the bottom level and step off, there's kind of like a little dressing area or a waiting area or kind of conglomeration area before and after shifts, so they kind of congregate. A couple lockers there that have some old dusty miner hats for those that can't see in the dark. They have kind of a makeshift little mechanism on top of them, like a tiny little hooded lantern. So, and Gubrick, you'll say to any of them, if you want one of these things, just let me know. But from what I can tell, most of you guys can see here in the dark, so it's up to you if you want one or not.
Lanterns to your left. I don't recommend them. You'll just be like drawing moth to a flame. Also, Mr. Diddy, sir, you may not be able to see me when I'm in the dark here. And I'm literally invisible to you, even though you have dark vision. Don't be afraid. I'm not disembodied or a ghost or anything. It's just a trick I picked up.
No, that's all right. Just scream if you get in trouble, though.
Okay.
Gnomes don't scream.
Well,
at least not this gnome. John Path, maybe. All right, let's go, people.
All right, give me 1 second. We'll double check my map over here. Make sure I got everybody in here that's supposed to be in here. I got Gubrick, I got Tidok, I got Pofez, John Path, Didymars. 5 of you, right?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. Did it here.
All right. So if Sylvia shows up,
Jason's
that's
here
great.
too.
Jason's here?
He's on Discord at least.
Ah, because he said he wasn't going to be able to make it, so I think he was doing something with his other one, maybe.
Just listen.
Don't see if we say anything bad about him, huh? Alright, so I switched to the maps. You guys should see yourself up in the upper left-hand corner. That's just kind of a holding area. For the most part, most of the tunnels you're going to be walking through at this point, and Gubrick would share this with you, are going to be about the width of what you're in right now. As you guys get in other spots, it may narrow down. So feel free to kind of figure out your plan, how you want to go about this. Gubrick, you'll know just offhand where some of the, I guess, missing miners, and you say that in quotes with your fingers up in the air, where they were last working. So you can use that if you want as a starting point. It's up to you. But feel free to talk about... Oh, so the tiger is coming down with you. Okay.
I think we know what you were smelling in the elevator.
That's right.
Well, I think a good place to start is in the area that the miners were going missing. Anybody have anything else to add to that?
No, perfect.
Off we go. No singing.
Alright, so right off the bat, Diddy, you're going to realize that the tiger keeps kind of bumping into you, and everybody else, for that matter. It can't see squat. And you can hear it kind of, I'm like, I don't say hissing or meowing, kind of like that annoying cat, like cat's about to freak out. And the tiger can't see shit, obviously.
Does any before we go too far, does anyone have the ability to give this cat the ability to see? I always thought that cats could see in the dark, but if he can't, we'll just send him back up.
I can make him bright, but I don't think we want that down here.
No. Oh, then again, cat by itself, that'll attract attention to dark vision creatures. No one in their right mind would attack a tiger, but a slard might. It'll give us a bit of advantage, and the creature will be able to see. That might actually work to our advantage. This is a magical construct, so I think that's not a bad idea.
Send it ahead.
Light it up, but send it far enough away so its light doesn't see us, but others could see it and then attack it if they want to, and that won't be a normal miner. They'll just run away. But it's quiet. So I'll sort of I'll use what have I got? I can talk to the thing.
Can he? Don?
I've got animal.
Your character, I know that you have a telepathic link with it, but I don't know if it can have telepathic links with other people. You may have to double check your...
I think I told it to listen to his commands.
Right, I'm just asking you, can it do that?
Oh, well, this'll help if it can't.
Ah, okay.
I'll say, Kitty, do you have a name? And then I'll say to it, our plan is to put you up front where you're very strong and powerful. And if something comes to attack you, please attack it back. But let us know if you see anything. Just give quite a meow, and then we'll know. So we're putting him up in front of our vision, but far enough away so he doesn't light up anybody.
Okay. So how far up ahead of you is he going?
What's the range on your light, guys? Is it 20-40?
Let me check. I think it's 40.
I've got 90.
I think I got 90.
Damn, two of you guys got 90?
There's 40 on the cantrip.
For 30.
Yeah, 40 on the cantrip, that'll do. Oh, it lasts an hour. Fine, yeah. So we'll put just at 45 feet.
Okay, so the cat's going to be about 45 feet in front of the rest of the group, right?
Yep, exactly.
Okay. So, Don, I think you're the only one who has control of the tiger, but just don't have to put up the exact distances there, but kind of put you guys in what kind of a marching order you're doing as you're going through these tunnels right now for me, if you would, please.
And which way are we going?
Just have the tiger right where he is. That's kind of like the front of the line. That's the direction you're heading.
Yeah, I'll go up front with whoever the main line fight.
Yeah, let me get rid of these ones that aren't. Let me get rid of Aelin. Wasn't sure if he's going to be playing or not. Ah, he's gone.
Yeah, so remember, anyone who's a spellcaster, 10 feet close to me, you'll be protected from spells. And
Sounds good.
All right, so
And I could protect people within 5 feet of me.
All right, so Goober, just so I'm clear, you're not leading. Are you letting the tiger lead, or is it you up there with the tiger? Did we lose Rich?
Sorry, pressing the wrong button.
Okay.
I'm leading.
yeah,
Well, if you're leading, how
That's
come you're
actually-
back in the back with the rest of them?
I was in the back. I was pushing myself forward. Hold on. It's
Okay, so you're
Well,
right
that's
up
a
front
brilliant
with the
compliment.
tigers. What I'm understanding, correct?
correct. Yes.
Okay. And
Player
our,
knowledge, actually. Quick question. I noticed the skills were already chosen for Gubrick. Am I stuck with the skills that were chosen, or can I do a quick rearrange now before they actually get put into play?
nope, cannot. What you got is what you got.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So how are you going about this, Gubrick? Are you trying to be stealthy? You're just kind of making your way. What are you doing?
Traveling normal speed, keeping my eyes out, not trying to be stealthy, other than my normal quiet self.
Okay. And are you trying to follow the path of where the last place you heard the miners went missing, or what's your intention there?
That was the intention, was to go to the area where the miners had gone missing.
Okay. All right. So you guys will hit a couple of switchbacks back and forth, kind of keeping your distance with the Gubrick and the lit up tiger, which is now with the tiger being lit up, that affects your ability to be invisible, correct, Gubrick?
Correct. If I'm in light, I'm visible.
Okay. All right. So this tiger's lit up right now like Christmas. Okay. And this lasts for 10 minutes. Is that right?
the light lasts for an hour, I think.
An hour. Okay. Yeah. We'll speak with animals. It lasts for 10 minutes. Okay.
Yeah, and I'll just say to the animal to work in combination with Gubrick. He's your ally. So, and I'll tell him everybody else here is your friend as well.
Okay.
But just to let us know when you see something. So I'll tell Gubrick and everyone. It'll meow twice when it sees something, and meow 3 times when it smells something.
Okay.
And it's bright light within 10 feet, I'm assuming, and a dim light outside of that.
Like it was
I think
40
it's
feet,
20
wasn't
foot. Yeah, it's 20 feet bright, 20 feet after that dim.
Okay.
So if you're in the dim light, you might be okay. But then it's your ally, so you can use your sneak attack.
Sir Dittermeyer, a quick question here.
Sure.
What What does it mean when the tiger is licking its nuts like it is right now?
That means it's happy time.
We're wasting time. Let's get moving. Go ahead. Go on. Go forward. Find the smelly things.
We didn't have to light it up to see that. Come on.
Draw a portrait. It'll last longer.
Okay. All right, so Gubrick, without even thinking about it, you know that these mines like the back of your mind. So you're leading them right to the last spot you heard where several of the miners, not all of them, but several of the miners went missing. And give me a survival check just so I can figure how quickly you can get there with the rest of the group. Because you're kind of leading them, making sure they don't get lost.
What kind of check do you want?
Survival?
Survival, got it.
This determines whether or not the rest of the group gets lost behind you. Ah. And he whispered that to me, guys. Wouldn't you like to know how good he did?
When the DM says you do good, that makes you...
Alright, so a couple switchbacks back and forth. There's a couple times where the light of the tiger kind of disappears. Somebody may freak out a little bit, but then Gubrick and the tiger kind of double back, and you guys catch him again. So it takes you guys probably a good 10, 20 minutes before you get to a spot, and you guys can see Gubrick kind of hold up a hand. Kind of like, stop there for a second. And Gubrick, give me a... How are you looking about? Because you're in the area where these guys went missing. So what is your intention once you get here?
I'd go full-blown searching to see if I can find tracks or sign of, struggle, anything out of the ordinary.
Okay. All right, so give me another survival check if you're checking for tracks. Okay. As you get in this area, this is kind of like a T intersection, and you know that the section down to the left has been basically locked and barred because years past that was a section of the mine that had a lot of precious gems, but you guys have since kind of all the precious gems out of that area has been pretty much ripped out of there. There's not much left, but you guys went ahead and locked it up just to keep everybody else out of there because it's kind of like an off-limits type of an area, and you'll find several tracks that kind of go back that direction to this barred off section of the mine. Not barred off. It's been communicated as being off limits, so to speak. The miners shouldn't be going in this area. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, Brian, should we be seeing something?
Not yet. This is all through the mine for right now.
Okay. Well, you're talking about twists and turns, and I don't see anything but the little squares. So.
Nope. You don't. That's why you got Gubrick leading the way.
So I tell Kitty stay. I walk back the 10 feet to the group. I'm like, all right, there have been people down to the closed off area. There's tracks. Obviously, there's been some traffic going where there shouldn't be. Maybe we should send your buddy down there first. I'd feel a little uncomfortable doing that. It's just out of the ordinary for me. This is the stuff I normally do, but I trust your judgment.
Yeah, let's send Kitty down. Most people, normal people, would run or look, but they won't attack it. So I'll send Kitty down.
Okay. And I'll wait till it's dim light and follow, so I guess that puts me 20, 25 feet behind Cat.
Okay. So you're sending the cat down that corridor. It goes to the locked and barred area, right? Is that what I understand?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, so if you're staying 20 feet back and cat kind of walks 10 feet, turns around, looks at you, and walks another 10 feet, turns around, looks at you. This goes on for about 50, 60 feet until you can see the cat's right up next to like the barred gate that goes into the barred off section. Cat kind of sits there, looks between the gate, sits down on his butt, turns around, looks at you.
Okay. I'll walk up and inspect the gate. I'm assuming as foreman of the mine that I have the key or the combination to open the door if necessary, but I want to see if it actually is locked first.
Okay. Yeah, you don't have to roll a check for this. You look at the lock and the lock is unlocked. It's still sitting where it's supposed to be, but it's unlocked.
Okay. I'll open the door.
Okay. Makes a loud screeching noise. Not screeching, more like something needs oiled pretty bad. So it makes a pretty loud little screech as you open up the door. kind of echoes down the hallway. The rest of you guys can hear that clear as day.
And send the kitty down. Okay, keep going, cat.
Into the darkness?
Yes.
Okay. So you'll know this, but you'll also see it. The cat will get about maybe 20 feet. Then it starts kind of stepping back and forth. And it kind of going around in circles and looking in the tunnel and turn around and look at you. This section of the tunnel gets really small. The cat basically can't go any further.
Is it too small for me?
It's too small for the cat.
Okay. Basically stay. I'll go back to the group. Looks like it's gnome travel forward and only, folks. We're gonna have to leave the cat.
Yep. Okay. Was the door locked?
No.
Is that usual?
Here. No.
Oh, right. All right. I'll send.
There are rules in this mine, and that's one of the rules. Somebody has broken the rule.
Okay.
And slapping my hammer into my palm. We don't have time for that kind of nonsense down here. Someone's got to answer for this.
Gotcha. I'll send a mental message up to the horse to say something unusual and get him to stomp on the page for them. Sort of like the yellow alert sign, not the red alert yet.
So is he going to the campsite? Is that what you're saying?
Remember, he's sitting with Jordell, and they're just going to watch the horse, whatever it puts its hoof on. It's a bit like, what was that? The Martian, where he sets up little signs around the horse, and the horse will just put his paw on the right one.
Okay.
Because I can mentally see through the horse, so I'll just put my hoof on something unusual. So, sort of to say, yellow alert, something's going on.
Okay. All right.
And then I'll say to Kitty, well, I can't, if I hold on to Kitty, I can't do a Misty Step through with him, can I?
I think Misty Step, you have to see where you're going to, right?
Yeah, I do.
Well, you haven't gone down to the tunnel yet, so I can't answer that for you.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll just follow with Gubrick and have a look at how long that bad section is for, that really small section.
Okay. Are you going to ask Gubert that, or are you going to go look?
Yeah, no, ask. He should know.
And Gubert, you'll know from, this mine like the back of your hand. That small tunnel goes on quite a ways, because that was primarily just a gnome mining section of it. The transients you got through here, if they weren't gnome and they weren't trusted, they weren't allowed in that section. So you'll know
much longer distance than Misty Step of 60.
Correct.
So, yeah, no, my friend, cat's gonna stay.
Yep, gotcha. With the cat lit up, how many tracks are on the ground, or do you say that there were tracks?
Yeah, undetermined number of people going back and forth, but there was definitely traffic coming from the tunnel. Traffic shouldn't be there at all.
And how recent is it? Do you know? Well, who's the ranger?
That's Gubrick.
That's me.
I'll say Gubrick. Okay, so how long? I thought it was you.
I could not tell how old the tracks were, but I can tell you the tracks did not belong there. There should have been no tracks.
Actually, Gubrick, with that survival check you gave me for that, you can probably get a fairly good idea how old they were. And it's difficult to say. It's been a while. Like, you're thinking like maybe 2 to 4 weeks, maybe?
Okay. Now I relate that information up.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Well, I suppose I'll have to crawl in, guys, but you guys can walk, I suppose.
Well, you can still fit through, Diddy. It'll be a tight fit for you. The tiger could not fit because it's large. If that makes sense.
All right. I'll tell the tiger to defend itself if anything attacks it, and pat it and ask it to wait, and give it a ration so it can eat.
Okay. All right. So is everybody following lead, or is anybody doing anything else? What's the plan here?
I'm leading.
Okay.
I'll follow.
I'm gonna head in. I got my hammer out. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
No worries.
I was told to keep Diddy alive, so I'm keeping Diddy alive by following him.
Okay.
John Path is sneaking near the back. In the back.
Okay. So pretty much the order you guys got there is how you guys are going, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, Joan Path, go and move yourself up a little bit. I'm going to move the tiger back over the back side here. Since you guys are leaving him behind.
Quick player, IMO Soul. Is anyone else having difficulty hearing?
Oh, I'm hearing you good now.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Was it just me or was it everybody?
No, I just wanted to make sure. I just happened to see your note, so I wanted to make sure everyone could hear me.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
it's the most performance of my lifetime, and I don't want anyone to miss out.
All right.
Okay. All right, so
Sorry.
so Gubrick, you're doing the same thing as before, kind of staying, 20, 30 feet in front of the group? Is that your intention?
Without the cat, I don't need to do that. I'm going to just give it 10 feet. And being dark, completely invisible to even anyone who's got dark vision.
Okay. All right. So as you guys start making your way in there, I see Diddy's kind of in front of everybody except for Gubrick. Diddy, as you start getting in there, it becomes a pretty tight fit for you. I mean, you can get through there, but if you got to do any kind of elaborate moves or anything like that, it's going to be very difficult for you to kind of really function like normal. And it's even gotten to a point where it's like cut your speed in half as you're trying to fit through these tunnels in here. Everybody else can move pretty good because they're gnomes, but you're moving at half speed.
Yeah, gotcha.
Okay?
Yep.
All right, so Gubrick, I'm assuming you're going to continue to try to follow the tracks? Are you looking for tracks? Or what are you doing?
Well, it's a one-way tunnel, so I'm going to keep an eye on the tracks just in case they suddenly stop. Might indicate that there's a secret passageway. But if it's a one-way tunnel as I know it, I'm going to make that assumption that it's just going to come out the other end and we'll be good. But like I said, if I notice the tracks suddenly stop, I will take a more interested look into the walls and ceiling area.
Okay. All right, so as you make your way, 50, 60, 70 feet in, you come up on the first fork that you recall. Give me a survival check. Gubrick. One more time, you get it at advantage because you know these mines like the back of your hand. Okay. Now you can notice that the tracks, there's one set of tracks that kind of go off to the left, but then you also notice they double back and they go back towards the right again. So you follow that path. You go another 50, 60, 100 feet before you come to the next fork. Give me another survival check with advantage, Gubrick.
Alrighty. Ooh.
What does that mean, guys? I don't know. All right, so you come to the next fork.
Ready, furious.
And you're expecting to find, tracks lead to the left or lead to the right, except they don't lead to the left or the right. You can see like there's several footprints kind of going around a circle right there. And then so it looks like a couple of footholes in the wall right next to you. And as you look up, you'll see there's an air shaft that you guys have there that looks like someone has made a makeshift kind of like a dirt ladder, so to speak, to get up into that the air shaft.
Okay, I point it out and strap the hammer to the side and start up.
And how far ahead of the group are you?
Well, I was gonna go back. I'm not gonna yell down. I'm gonna go. My apologies. I trudge back and say, okay, looks like they're utilizing the air shaft, one of the air shafts that we have in these tunnels so people don't die. They've cut footholds into the wall, so I'm gonna go up. If you want to wait here, I'll call down, or if somebody wants to join me, I'll leave that up to you. But I'm gonna go up.
How many people do you think have gone up there?
With that
All the
survival
tracks
check,
end at this point. Go ahead.
each of the tracks, you see probably 3 distinct tracks, and they all look like gnome boot prints in nature, but they're not from the same period. You're not sure if it's the same, tracks that have gone there like 3 different times, or if it's 3 different people. But you see 3 distinct tracks with different ages on them. They seem to kind of go up and out of there.
And I'll relate that information on.
All right. Well, we'll let you go. And is the rogue going to go with you?
Anyone can go along with me. Might be easier even for you to join me, Sir Diddy, because you'll be able to stretch out a little bit.
Yeah.
So, in the vertical portion, at least. Can't guarantee where it's going to lead, but we should be.
All right. Let's go up.
All right. So as you guys start climbing your way, just you two? Are the rest of you guys going to follow, or are you guys going to stay back?
We should probably stick together.
Yeah, I'm following. Get on up with those guys.
All right. So Gubrick, as you go up first, you're going to realize that this is not exactly easy climbing up here. There are some footholds here, but again, they're kind of old and they're not exactly sturdy. So you need to give me either an athletics or an acrobatics check to see if you can keep from slipping as you're climbing up this air shaft. Okay. Did you watch as Gubrick just kind of just hops right up there, and he's like going so fast you can barely even see him.
I am from now on using Firestarter for running roll 20. I have never had rolls like these ever. That's all you say.
Just go ahead and use them all up. That's fine.
I'll throw the rope up to him, and then I'll start helping everybody to go up.
Okay. All right, so with a rope, there's no need for any more checks like that, but you make your way up, probably about 30, 40 feet up the air shaft, Gubrick, and I'm assuming you got the rope probably tied around you at this point to kind of go up there.
Correct.
But you'll see there's looks like a man-made opening off to the side of the air shaft that kind of leads into another tunnel, and this one's a little bit more narrow, more gnome size, but you don't remember that ever being there before. You never saw anything like that on the plans, but there's some kind of a small opening on the side of the air shaft that leads into another tunnel.
And gonna head that way. Seeing as everyone's tied to me, they'll be following.
So, how long is this rope? 50 feet?
50 feet of silk rope.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's about 30, 40 feet up. And then you're just going to start running down the tunnel?
Not running. I'm at a normal speed. I'm gonna call down though quietly to I guess Diddy's right behind me. Tunnel off the shaft, going that way. Pass along.
Okay, give me a wisdom check, Gubrick. With advantage, because you should know this. Okay, there you go. All right. You know if you go more than 10 feet, they're not going to have a rope to climb up.
Got it. So I'll wait for them to...
I'll bring him up. I'll say...
I was so hoping you'd fail that.
That would have been funny.
Did you say that this is a new tunnel?
Yes. It has never been here to my knowledge.
Okay. I'll send that up to the horse. New tunnels found.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the rest of you guys all climbing up the rope, joining Gubrick in this little tunnel?
Yep.
Okay. Again, just so you're aware, Diddy, this is another one of those tunnels where you're going to be at disadvantage pretty much doing anything because it's a tight fit for you.
Yeah. Also, poor Fairs, do you have anything that... I know it's an unusual for a quest, but...
Yeah, fortunately not. I don't have that in my repertoire.
It's alright. Okay. I'll just send mentally up that that we found new tunnels. I'll say, does anyone know, are they heading towards the keep, this tunnel?
Gubrick, give me a survival check with advantage. To your knowledge, it's kind of running... you guys have run north, and you guys went east, then north again. So you don't think the tunnel's going back towards the keep. It's more going away from it.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So everybody gets up, at least into the little small tunnel. It's a tough, tight go for Diddy, but everybody else can fit in there just fine. That goes just straight on for about another 100, 120 feet before Gubrick you come across where it almost makes like a 45-degree downward motion. You going to continue on?
Yeah, I'm just going to use my gnomic sense and try to figure out if we're still in line with the tunnel that was we've traveled initially, if we had kept going down that tunnel. Basically, I'm wondering if we've gone up and over something to bypass it.
Up and over to bypass what?
The original tunnel we were in. To basically, are we walking in a parallel path to a tunnel below us? From knowledge.
One more survival check. Not advantage this time.
Oh.
You're not sure.
Okay. So, I'm just going to pass it on down the tunnel's descending. Watch your footing.
Okay. I'll pop a pitten into the wall here, and I'll leave it there. I'll just use my little hammer and smack it in, and say, just in case we need to get out of here quick.
Okay. So you tying the rope to it? Is that what you're doing, or?
No, I'll just leave the pitten. I know we've still got the rogue. I'll call up. Let's see. So is it John Path who's the rogue?
I don't think he told you that, but
He said he was super sneaky. I'll say, John Path, would you like to climb down there? I'll tie the rope to the pit in here, but we'll wait and say, if you go down, have a look and see if there's anything weird or wonderful down there. Because 45's a bit of an angle.
Joan Path, are you still there? Rand?
Oh, sorry, man. I had to step away for 2 seconds. What'd I miss?
Oh, we've come to a tunnel that goes down at a 45-degree angle, and I've tied a pitten and put some rope on it and said, if you go down, let us know if there's anything down there or weird and wonderful.
Oh, just straight up volunteering John Path. That's not really...
That's better than us saying make a death saving roll. No. Anyway, I'm also going to kick off primal awareness just to kind of focus on the area to see if my ranger sense is tingling.
Okay, remind me again what all that picks up.
I burn a spell slot. Oh, here.
Okay, aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fays, fiends, and undead.
And that's up to 6 miles on favored terrain, which we are in. So 6 miles of tunnel.
So is it really 6 miles? Holy shit. Okay, so I got to change my answer then a little bit here. Let me see this. Does it say whether or not they have to be alive or dead?
No.
I'm going to make a DM decision here that it's only things that are alive, well, unless it's undead, obviously. So with that answer... No, you're not picking anything up.
Okay.
So
I think it would be a good idea to let John Path take a look, but I'm not sensing anything yet, but you never know. They could be hidden from me. I don't know these slotty things.
All right, so there's like a rope for him to hold on to go down there?
Yep. No, I've dropped it down for you.
All right. Down he goes.
All right, so we'll grab your token. And you go down probably about 45 feet on this 45-degree angle before you come to an opening in the top of another tunnel. And you drop down a little opening and you see what you see. Well, technically, I think everybody should see that. Does everybody see where Joan Path is?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just more dirt down here.
All right. I'll leave the rope and just get everybody to slide down and follow him.
Okay, who's going next?
I'll go down.
Okay, same thing. Go about 45 degrees. Come out of the opening. Plop down there. Okay, Joan Path, don't move any more than 20 feet forward if you're going to move anywhere. Okay?
I just happen to notice a giant X on the floor. Is that literally there, or is... Hey!
Pay no attention to the guy behind the curtain.
Got it. Just checking.
All right, so Joan Path, Gubrick, anything different you guys want to do, or is everyone just going to kind of follow suit?
I'll move.
John Path's sneaking. He's going to kind of take up a point position, like he said, about 10, 15 feet from the hole.
Okay.
I'll move up. Similarly, I'm looking for the tracks to see if I can determine what direction they're heading in, if it's determined. And survival check coming. Ooh.
Diddy will pat Tidok on the shoulder and say, "I think we might have some lawbreakers down there," and give him a smile and lower him down.
Who's going down next? T-Doc?
Yeah, because I'll have to hold him because the ropes he's in plate, isn't he? So I'll help him down.
All right, so I think T-Doc, that's Don. You had to step out for a second, but I'll go and drop him down here.
Yep.
And you'll plop in behind the other two guys. Okay, who's next? Diddy or Popez?
Me or you?
No, go ahead, Popez. I'll take up the rear.
All right.
Okay. And I'll go ahead and drop Diddy down here as well.
Yeah, and I'll put Photos there. I'll leave the rope tied up. Come down.
Okay. I'll bring Photius in if Sylvia shows up. Otherwise, I'll leave him out.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so
rope.
yeah. So Gubrick, with that survival check, you can't really make out any kind of tracks in here. It looks like it's all rough dirt. It's been kicked up way too much, almost like the walls themselves. I mean, have kind of caved in a little bit as well, so you can't really pick up any tracks. But you do see out in front of you, it looks like it comes to a fork. So here's what I want. Whoever's in the lead, or I guess all you guys, don't move any more than 10 feet. Okay? So if you're going to move, go ahead and move, but only 10 feet at a time.
Gotcha.
So Joan Path is still taking the lead, is that correct?
Yeah, this area's not known to me. This is completely unknown, so I'll let him take a little bit of a lead. I'm going to stay close by.
Okay. The guy that was in the rear is now in the front. It's almost like Sylith is leading this expedition. Yeah, I want my father-in-law to die. Put him out in front.
We keep prodding him with a hammer. Go farther. Go farther.
So, Joe Path, what are you doing as you're in the lead?
John Path is being very, very quiet.
Okay, so he's trying to stealth. He's not looking for anything. He's just trying to be quiet as hell, right?
Oh yeah, he's straight up on the lookout for anything that moves that has teeth or some other form of bodily harm-causing device.
Okay, so Joan Path, I want you to give me a stealth check. And Gubrick, you'll see right off the bat that he's kind of like sticking to the walls and he's trying to be as quiet as possible. And holy shit, like he actually disappears for a second. Right in front of you.
I nod in admiration.
Holy shit. So are you doing the same, Gubrick?
Yes.
Okay, don't move any further, Joan Path. So everyone give me a stealth check if you're being sneaky.
Yeah.
Diddy will be at disadvantage. Tidok will be at disadvantage.
I'm going to throw that little stone up, the stone of hiding, and then I'll start sneaking.
Okay.
So that's just normal, isn't it?
Yep.
I have disadvantage as well.
Oh, do you? Okay, I couldn't remember what you were wearing.
Perfect.
And Tidok's not here.
I'm still invisible. I'm just not very quiet.
Yeah. So Joan Path, you're being like super, super paranoid. You know, walking up, sticking right to the walls. You know,
this guy's good. He should be on lead. Oh wait, shh, quiet. He's sneaking.
You turn around to look where Gubrick is. You can't see him, but you can hear like something scraping against the wall, like dirt's kind of pouring off the wall where Gubrick supposedly is moving. Diddy, you're doing relatively good, but Popez back in the back, you hear a bunch of clanking as his armor's kind of clanging around through here.
Tidok or Popez?
And Tidok, oh there, he's back. Okay.
Yeah. I'll sort of stay close to them if they're making a lot of noise, just to protect them.
Okay. And Joan Path and Gubrick, you hear all the noise and stuff coming from behind you. Not sure where it's originating, but they're making a lot of noise back behind you.
I'm gonna still keep moving slowly, stealth mode, but I'm trying to put a little bit more distance between me and the people making all the noise.
Okay. Go and move 10 more feet if you want. Okay, you see it kind of comes to another fork there.
Wants to come in here.
Again, you just being sneaky, or you actually looking for tracks, so what are you doing here, Joan Path?
Straight up looking for anything that moves, but concentrating on being sneaky and moving, and looking for critters.
Okay, so it's one. I don't think you're gonna be able to do both of them. Really look real deep and be sneaky. So you either give me a perception or a stealth, one or the other. Your choice.
He's gonna stay right there and be stealth.
Okay, all right, that's fine. What about you, Gubrick? You see Joan Path kind of stopping. Well, actually, he disappeared. You didn't see him before. You're assuming he's out in front of you somewhere.
I want to do another survival check for tracks.
Okay, go move yourself 10 more feet first. Okay, give me a survival check. Okay. This time you can see you see a boot print, and you also see some other kind of larger print, but you're not exactly sure what or how that was created. You're not sure if it's like, someone falling down, someone like crawling. It's some other kind of a print. It doesn't look like a boot print.
I have movement on this tunnel here.
How are you communicating that?
Out loud.
Okay.
I got tracks down this tunnel.
Okay, you guys can all hear that from back there. Don't bet you hear it as well.
All right, he'll be doubling back and taking a point position behind Gubrick. His main focus is stealth. He let Gubrick kind of find some tracks and stuff. That's what he's thinking.
Okay. All right, everybody can move 10 more feet if they want. All right, Gubrick, what are you doing once you're in that spot?
Another fork, another tracks check.
Okay. Again, you're seeing more of the same, and they go both directions.
I'm going to go north.
Okay. Keep rolling survival if you're doing the exact same thing. Okay. I got a 12 on that one. Again, pretty much the same as before. Don't see anything different. Again, it's hard to tell what direction they were going. They're kind of like all over the place. Joan Path, you do anything different other than being stealthy?
Nope.
Okay, stop right there. You guys are way back in the back. Are you staying put? Diddy? T-Dot? Pofez?
I think both of them are, all three might be AFK.
Okay. Perfect opportunity for an ambush.
Diddy and Pofez.
Yeah, I just had to pop off for a sec. Our cleaners are here, so I'll be 1 sec. I'm just going to use my iPad. One be sec. Hopefully.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby.
Okay. All right. I think I can hear everyone now. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Ah, fantastic. Excellent. Yeah, I'm back.
All right, so Pofez is back as well. So okay, so the other guys, Joan Path and Gubrick have moved forward, probably about a good 30, 40 feet from the rest of you guys. Are the rest of you guys following suit, or are you kind of staying back in that spot where you first popped in? This is for Diddy, Tidok, and Pofez.
I'll go forward with them.
Okay.
Yeah, we should probably. I'm gonna be hanging back like a little bit so that I'm not messing up their sneak too much with my clankety clank.
Okay. And I'm assuming Don, you're not back yet, are you? Okay, I'll move him up, assuming he's going to stay with you guys. But he's clanking his way up there in his big old heavy plate. All right, so at this point, Gubrick, I want you to give me a perception check, please. Okay. You can, at this point, it is just you. You can hear some kind of a faint noise, almost like a voice that's almost like it's buried, but it's kind of up in this direction here. Probably a little bit further than that. Probably more like up in here. Can't quite make out what it's saying, but it's some kind of a voice, almost like it's buried.
I wave Kubrick, yeah. John Path up to me and tap my ear and then point in the direction and whisper. When he gets up close, I whisper, "Do you hear that?"
You don't hear the noise anymore. Noise has already passed.
No.
Okay, I guess we keep moving.
What did you hear?
Alright, hold on, Gubrick. Move back about 5 more feet. As you take your next step forward, you'll see like some kind of a little, you're not sure what it is, like a little dirt man that kind of stands up in the dirt right here, completely covered in dirt. And you hear this voice like, "What are you doing here, landlubbers? You need to leave me alone. Leave me alone, I tell you. You won't get me. I'm not coming back. Just leave now. That's your last warning." And then it kind of melts into the dirt. And I need Gubrick and Joan Path. Both give me a, how do I want to do this? Give me either a wisdom or a history check, whichever one you're better at. Holy shit, guys. Okay, you don't recognize the voice. Not sure what the hell that thing was, but that's what you saw. Gubrick.
That's exactly what the hell in the nine hells was that?
Oh, you gave me a wisdom save, Gubrick. Give me a wisdom check instead. Okay, even worse.
Yeah. I used up all my good rolls. It's over now.
Alright, what do you want to do with that information?
Go home.
I got the hammer out and I'm moving forward.
Okay. Go and move yourself.
If I see him moving forward, I'm getting my bow out.
Okay.
Who the hell are you? What are you doing in my mines?
Okay, as you shout that, again, you don't see anything, but you hear the voice almost like it's coming out of the woods itself. "I warned you! I warned you! I told you to go! I told you to leave! I can't promise anything! Just go now!" One more history or wisdom check from you two, Joan Path and Gubrick. Right. Okay, so Joan Path, you almost recognize that voice like it was someone you once knew from Mucklestones.
Mr. Hanky?
Yeah, that's what I was going for there, Mr. Hanky. Looks like poo or dirt.
It sounds familiar, guys.
Okay.
Familiar how?
I'll move up next to Gubrick. And take my sword out.
Okay, I need everybody to give me a perception check at disadvantage.
Coming up.
Oh shit. These are good rolls, guys. Alright, I didn't think I had to roll for Tiddock, but evidently I do, so hold on a minute. I cannot believe I have that many people roll shit. Oh, Tiddock's back. Alright, so Tiddock with a 13 was the best one out of all you guys. Tiddock, you could, as you're pulling up the rear, you kind of, almost like you notice like a small piece of dirt kind of rolling off the wall a little bit. Tiddock says not back, but trying to listen. Okay, I guess he can't talk. All right, so Tiddick, if you can type something you want to do with that, but you're the only one that notices that. All right, so the rest of you guys don't notice it. You're going to continue moving forward, Gubrick?
I have no reason not to.
Okay.
And again, I'm going to say, who the hell are you and why are you in my mind?
Okay, go and move yourself. Okay, as you yell that, you hear the voice come back again. Gubrick? Gubrick Rockberry, is that you? You don't belong down here.
Me.
You don't belong
Who
down
is
here.
that?
I warned you. I warned you. That's it. Okay, roll initiative. Oh, very nice. And there's chickens down here.
Diddy smashes his chicken. Get away!
Angry chickens.
He just lobs something at my chicken.
You got a real chicken running around?
We do. The kids have got some chickens like that. One thing.
All right, everybody rolled? No, Tiddock hasn't.
Yep.
Let me roll for Tiddock. Hey, it worked. Okay, so I think that's everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, that's all of you guys. I'm going to roll for Photius just in case she shows up. But we'll skip his turn if and when until she shows up. Alright, so surprise round. Come erupting out of the walls behind Joan Paff, between him and Pofez, and also running out of the walls right next to Diddy. You guys see these giant things just come boring right out of the walls themselves. And I need some of you guys to make some kind of saves, and I'll look it up what it is. Charisma saves for everybody.
Ooh. Yeah, that's what I'm good at.
This is going to get ugly.
Okay, so anybody that got a 16 or less than a 16, that is going to be Joan Paff and Gubrick. I guess I got to do one for Tiddock as well.
Don't forget to add +4 to anyone who's within 10 feet of me.
Yeah, they still failed. Those two did. Okay. So
Like a critical fail.
Oh, I go, ooh. It's got
oh
such
wow,
pretty
even
eyes.
Tiddock failed. Alright, so let me get my conditions.
John Paff shits himself just a little bit. Slightly more than a shart, though.
That's what I smelled in the elevator.
Alright, so get a chance to get my new little tokens here. On him, and Joan Paff failed, right? And,
Unless a 2 succeeds.
no. Who was the other one? Gubrick.
Kubrick.
Oh, you get to use your little tiles now.
Alright, so you see these giant things come roaring out of the dirt right in front of you guys, and their eyes are almost like glowing. And the three of you that failed just feel this like dazed, confused look just wash over you. Diddy and Pofez and someone else, I think. Nope, that's it, just you two. You look at it, you can feel your mind almost like trying to go to mush, but you got to shake it off. And then these guys are going to take the opportunity to attack, because that was their surprise round. And they're going right for the one they see. Oh shit, I gotta move them to the back. Oh, I didn't mean to. Sorry, I gotta switch this thing to it's not on GM layer. Hold please, while I fix this. So you didn't see that one, right, Gubrick?
I didn't see anything.
Okay, I'm gonna re-roll it then. As a claw comes out to try to smack you. Does a 14 hit you?
No, sir. 17.
Okay. Let me read this. Attacks have your attacks have disadvantage right now, Gubrick, until you roll your next save with this one. That's one. His next attack's gonna go over at slash over at Diddy as well. Why is it not working? Come on. Oh yeah, it did. At 25.
That's a hit.
13 slashing.
I go, holy, that's a nice hit, buddy. Oh.
And it's going to follow that one up with a bite in your direction, Diddy.
Okay.
Damn! This never happens where I hit Diddy.
Yeah. Wow. I go, wow, buddy.
And
You're a
this
great
one over
fighter.
here is going to go after Pofez. So you see a claw come at you, Pofez. Damn, these guys are rolling good. 8 slashing. I'll take 1 slash over here at Jonepath. Damn, a crit! So it's 8, it's 4. It's 8 plus, I didn't do the max on there. So it's going to be 16 total. Slashing damage for you, Jonepath. And then the last bite is going to be on Jonepath as well. And he takes a bite into you as well, Jonepath, for 14 more slashing. Alright, that's their turn. Jonepath, how'd you like to do this new information?
It definitely wasn't a little shit. It was a big shit in his pants. He is... Real quick, he's going to use his reaction to try to reduce that a little bit. He just lost 30 hit points. So, hold on one second. Uncanny dodge, reaction half damage.
Okay.
It doesn't matter which one. Does it just automatically succeed? It's been a while since I played it.
Well, sorry, what were you doing?
No,
Uncanny dodge, it halves it. I think it halves it.
Okay. All damage or just the one attack?
I think it's only 1 attack.
Okay.
Is that correct, Brendan? I think you're
Yeah,
the
it's
one
one
who has
attack.
that.
So,
Jason's
so the very
there.
first, I should have used it on the very first attack, guys. I'm assuming. So
Yeah,
let's
use it. That's
say
fine.
he gets 8 back. Okay. He is going to cast a mirror image.
Okay, before you do that, give me a another charisma. Oh, you failed it already, right? Roll me a d8. Sorry. No can do. You're too confused. You can take no action this round. I'll let you have the evasion, but you can't cast mirror image.
Got it. Can he move, run? He's in a threatened square, right?
Nope. You roll till you get no action. No action, no move. Well, it says no
gotcha.
action, so I'll rule you can move. Since it doesn't say that, it just says you can take no action.
Would he be able to use his cunning action to like disengage, or no?
I don't think that's because you already used your reaction on your evasion thing.
Yeah, it should be a bonus action. But that's where it gets kind of confusing. Does he get a bonus action if he doesn't
No.
get an action?
No action.
All right, then I assume he stands right there.
Okay. All right, that's it for Jonepath then. Tiddock, are you back? Don? Like you got called onto a phone. Alright, well, I'm going to roll a d8 for him. Let's see what he does. Ugh. And he just kind of stands there drooling. He does nothing. Pofez.
He doesn't know that Warbreak is.
Alright,
So before you decide what you're going to do, I need to ask you a question. Are you looking right at this thing?
yeah, probably.
Okay. Then you need to roll me another charisma save. Okay. Very good. You kind of feel your mind getting returned to mush, but you're able to kind of shake it off. Now I go ahead and finish whatever you want to do.
Okay. I don't have anything to get rid of this effect on them, unfortunately. So I've seen that it's kind of hitting my, and I'm gonna cast. Can I see, John, Kyle?
You don't have a
Like,
clear view
over
of
this-
him, but you can kind of see him through, the legs and stuff of this thing that's in front of you.
All right. Well, I'll just pop the shield on him, kind of protect him while he can't defend himself, basically.
Okay.
And then I will launch a cantrip at this dude.
Okay, so that basically does what? +2 to his AC?
Yeah. I'll do Sacred Flame at him.
That the one right in front of you?
Yep.
That's a ranged attack, right? No, it's just a dex save. Flat dex save. These guys are so dexterous. I don't know why you would want to try to do that against these guys.
I hope not. Oh, they are.
Not really. He only has a +1 to it. You see Sacred Flame kind of comes out of nowhere, out of these dirt walls, and kind of slams down next to the Umber Hulk, but Umber Hulk just kind of looks unfazed by it.
Stare at it in shock for a minute, and I jot down a note about how Umber Hulks can dodge if they really need to, apparently.
Just kind of rolled to one side. Anything else, Bofez?
No, that's it.
Okay. Alright, Diddy. Same question to you. Are you looking right at this thing?
Can you guys hear?
I think we lost Diddy.
Oh, shit. Did we, Diddy? Are you still in Discord? Man, that's horrible timing, guys.
Oh no, sorry about that. I think our cleaners just pulled out my internet.
Well, we can still hear you.
Good.
Are you getting? Looks like I can see you logging back in. Is there something?
Yeah.
Did you hear what our last question was?
No, please.
Are you looking right at these things? Or are you averting your eyes?
No, I'll look right at it until it's got pretty eyes.
Okay, give me another charisma save then.
Okay, here we go. Select, dying, and go into Diddy charisma save.
Oh shit.
I
you're like, oh, he got pretty
Am I
eyes.
supposed
Yeah.
to be like that? That's my strongest stat. So I will then wail in on it and try and beat it up a little bit. I might use my divinity to make my sword a bit more powerful. So these things look pretty tough. So let's see, which one is it? This one, I think.
17. Ah! You slam into it. Your was this your great sword? Is that what it was?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Slam into it. It kind of shears off right one of his big tusks he's got right in front of him. Doesn't seem to kind of do any damage other than just kind of make a big scraping sound.
Yeah. Okay. And I was hitting Divine Smite. Sorry, I hit the wrong one. Sorry, it's this one twice. Bear with me for a second.
Hang on. I'm going to pay them from a business account.
Okay. All right. There you go. I think that's the right one.
Same thing. You're almost like caught off guard by how tough these things are. Swing a second
Yeah.
time and it kind of just bounces right off some of its hard outside shell.
Yep. Wow. I just sort of look at it and I will, as a bonus action, I'll use the Belt of Ilmata. So if I get hurt, who's the worst damaged person here? Does it look like Gubrick or the rogue or John Path?
I'm guessing it's probably Joan Path.
All right. So if it hits me, then I think it's half the damage goes and heals him.
Okay. Is that a bonus action to do that?
Yeah, it's a bonus
Okay.
action.
All right,
Yeah, it's
just
the
making
Belt of Ilmata, yeah.
Okay. All right. So remind me of that if you get hit again.
Mhm.
Okay. Is that it for your turn?
That's all I can do. Yeah.
Okay. All right, Gubrick. You're up.
All right. Let's see. First things first. You can see
Roll me a
these things
D8
can
before you
take
do anything.
a D8.
Yep. Okay, on a 7. Okay, roll me now. I want you to roll me a D4. 1, 2 is for Diddy. 3, 4 is for the bad guy. There you go. Okay, you can make a melee attack against that Umber Hulk.
Okay. Bonus action, Hunter's Mark first. And then I have 2 attacks. Do I only get 1?
Yeah, it says
Or
you
do
get
I
a
get
melee
both my
attack,
attacks?
random creature within reach. So I'll give you all your attacks.
Okay, so 2
Just keep
attacks.
that in mind. If you fail again, then you can get all your attacks against the other guy if you get somebody else. Okay?
Understood.
Okay.
Okay, and do I do a charisma save now to see if I break the spell, or do I do it at the end of my turn?
Do it. Go ahead and do your attack first, since that's what you rolled for.
First attack.
Get in there, buddy. Says Diddy.
Now, your tunnel fighter thing, does that give you any kind of advantage on this thing or not?
That's
I can't
actually what
remember.
I'm looking at. Hang on. And defensive stance. While your defensive stance, make opportunity attacks without using reaction. Use reaction to make a melee attack against a creature that moves more than 5 feet within your reach. So it doesn't affect my attacks. It basically it's an opportunity attack issue. So if anything moves within 5 feet of me, I get a free attack without having to burn a bonus action.
Okay.
So that was my first attack with the Warhammer. With a 15, I don't think that hits.
Now, you slam it right into one of its arms, and it just kind of boom, reverberates back, and you can feel your fingers kind of tingling a little bit. Didn't seem to do much damage.
Now, do I get advantage because I did Hunter's Mark first?
Hunter's Mark doesn't give you advantage, it just gives you extra damage.
That's right, extra damage, sorry.
Yep.
So 3-5 version burnout. And miss.
And same thing second time. You can't seem to kind of break through its hard shell. Can't get to its soft, crunchy center. Anything else, Gilbert?
There's good eating inside.
Let's see. Spell, attack. No.
Were you averting your eyes during those attacks? Should have asked you that to begin with.
Well, no, because I was attacking. If
Okay.
So another charisma save,
Yep.
I guess.
Correct.
But you can add +4 to it.
So 15.
You could still, as you hit it twice, nothing happens. You look right back in his eyes. His eyes are kind of glowing and rotating like kaleidoscopes, and you can feel your mind just kind of going crazy, racing. No, you failed again.
Okay.
You're still affected by it. All right, Photius. Tell you what, I'll let Photius be here. Be way back in the back. Nope, that's gonna be too much for me. Sorry, guys. If he shows up, he shows up. Otherwise, I'm not gonna run him. I've only got 2 of them in here for you. All right, they're up again. So this one's gonna stay right where he is. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. First one goes towards Joan Path again. You watch again as he comes at you with a claw. 13. Okay. Are you averting your eyes? No, never mind. I'm not going to make you do it again.
Oh, I'm shutting my damn eyes. I got that sneak blind sight. I don't have to worry about it.
Next one. Going at Joan Path again.
Hit.
Okay.
I'm going to reaction dodge that one.
Okay, half that one. And then his bite attack is going back towards Pophaz. Does 20 hit you, Pophaz?
It does.
Okay, 15 slashing for a bite. Sinks in right into almost your shoulder area. Okay. This fell over here. It's going after Gubrick with a claw.
Damn.
And
That hits.
another one going at Gubrick. Crit fail. And the bite is also going at Goobrick.
That misses.
Okay.
So just the claw, the first claw.
And as that one finishes its attack, you hear that same voice again, Goobrick. I warned you! I warned you! My dirt diggers are going to get you! You better run! You better run!
You better take cover.
So at that, everyone heard it. So anybody that's from Mucklestones, give me another, just a straight up wisdom, no, history or wisdom check. I'm okay with the intelligence or wisdom check, straight up. Goobrick, you're too busy getting chomped on. Anybody else?
Is Pofez familiar enough with this town or no?
Yeah, you've been here. That's right. No, you wouldn't know. Never mind. You can't roll. So it'd just be Joan Path rolled, Goobrick rolled, and Tiddock will roll. Shit, he rolled a 2. You guys are rolling like shit. Okay, yeah. Alright, so that's his turn. Joan Path, you're up.
Joan Path's eyes are completely closed. He's doing the blind sight through the snake on his arm.
Ah.
He's going to. He learned his mistake. He's going to cast. Can his brain work right now? Does he have any function there or no?
So I'm trying to figure out blind sight. So blind sight through that. You know what? That'll work. Yeah, but the snake doesn't have blind sight. You do.
You said the snake has.
Oh yeah, snake has blind sight. That's right. Okay, yeah. So you're good.
And I can see through it. So it basically
10 feet.
It's like yeah.
Yeah. So you can see the Umber Hulk on one side, and you can see Diddy on the other side. That's about all you can see.
Yep, exactly. Is my brain working fine to cast a spell? Do I think?
You still have to roll another charisma save to break out of it since you failed your first one. Let me read it, make sure. No, it doesn't say. So tell you what, I'm gonna rule since you close your eyes. They only last for 1 round.
Okay.
Merry Christmas.
He is going to mirror image himself this time.
Okay.
And then I want to cunning action and disengage. What's the reach on these things? Do I get a kind of a gauge for that? Can they reach like 10 feet, or are they?
Give me a straight up nature check, because you've never witnessed these things before. You're not sure.
All right. He's just gonna wait it out. Now he's a little bit more protected. He feels a little bit more confident, but he does not like being stuck between these two creatures.
Okay. So he's not moving?
He's not gonna move.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yeah. That's it.
Okay. Tiddock. Again, I'm gonna rule this only lasts for 1 turn since I couldn't see any other ruling in here. So it drops off from him. And let me rule whether or not he averts his eyes. He does avert his eye. He kind of looks down on the ground. And Pofez, I need you to make me a dexterity save to see if Tiddock just knocks you over as he runs forward with his head looking down on the ground. Oh, shoot. This is the non-monk guy. Okay, so as he runs by, he knocks you down and you go prone.
I'm an old man.
And then he runs up right next to this Umbra Hulk. Don, you not back yet? Okay, I'm assuming he's not. So he'll run up and... Shit, I gotta pull up his character sheet. And he's gonna whack on this guy at disadvantage. With one of these. Oh. He hit a crit. And I rolled it to myself, but take my word for it, he hit a crit on his first one. Actually, that's not a crit, because he had his eyes averted, so he missed. And the second one misses as well, because his eyes are averted. Takes 2 swings at it and misses, but he still stands there. With his shield in one hand. No, he doesn't have a shield. He's got... Is that Tiddock, or is that... Yeah, Tiddock had a long sword, but used like a great sword. So he doesn't have a shield. Alright, so that's it for his turn. He's going to stand right there. Like he's trying to protect somebody. And now Pofez. Are you averting your eyes?
Probably not.
Okay. Go and give me
I
a
feel
save.
confident at this point, even though my bonus actually isn't that good.
Oh, what is it? Nope. You failed. So now you've got your mind kind of racing. Roll me a d8.
Alright.
One. I gotta look that up. One means you have no action. You can still move, because that's what I rolled before. You can move, but you just can't take any action.
Alright, well, I'll stand up.
Okay.
Move back and grumble to Doc for knocking me over.
Okay.
Watch your step. I'm up.
Alright, anything else?
That's all I can do.
Okay. Alright, Diddy, you're up, buddy.
Okay. Yeah, he sort of doesn't avert his eyes. He just tries to hit this thing.
Okay, give me a charisma save if you're not going to avert your eyes.
Yep.
Ah, there you go. You're able to kind of shake it off.
And then I go, right, here we go.
Oh, there you go. You finally find a soft spot in between some of its crunchy parts. You hit it solid. Ooh, 22 points. You kind of hiss a little bit. You see some of its green goo or guts, whatever, kind of come out between some of the shell.
Yep. And then what I'll do is I'll add a bit of Holy Might in there as well. I don't think they're undead, so I will just give him... I'll just see if they... I'm just using the iPad, that's a little slow, so I don't. It's just going to be 2d8, so I'll just roll that. The wrong one. Sorry, so 8 points.
Okay, so additional 8? Is that what you said?
That's it, yep.
I'm sorry, I missed that. Is it 11 or 8 points I'm adding?
8 points. I accidentally hit 3 rather than 2.
Ah, okay, no problem. Okay. So you pour a little bit of extra, holy radiant damage or what it is into that guy, and you see it kind of sizzle a little bit. Some of the white fleshy stuff kind of boils out from the crack in the shell. Hisses a little bit more. Anything else, Diddy?
Excellent. No, I've had my 2 shots, and that's basically it.
All right, Gubrick, are you averting your eyes?
Yeah, I'm going to close my eyes and just swing blindly.
Okay, disadvantage. Don't roll really bad.
It's attack number 1. Where is it? There it is.
And you miss.
Attack number 2.
And that misses as well. You're kind of swinging blind. You feel is it a hammer he's got, right?
Yes.
Okay, you hear it kind of thud, hits the dirt on the side of the wall. You swing back around again, just whiff. And Diddy, you feel like the hammer come within like 2 inches of hitting you in the face.
I'll say, oh, little tickle. I'll look at him, but with his eyes closed, I'll go, aha! Gotcha.
Okay, anything else, Gubrick?
Nope. That's it for now.
Okay. Photius. Oh, Photius is not here. These guys are up again. Okay, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Going, oh man, they keep picking on you, Joan Path. Oh, so he's got to make a wisdom save to see if he hits the right one? Is that how this works? With your mirror image?
No, it just says you must roll a d20 to determine whether the attack targets one of the duplicates.
Okay,
so I have 3 duplicates. You must roll a 6 or higher to change the attack's target to a duplicate. So is that me? Each time a creature attacks you...
Yeah, you roll the dice, and then if you roll 6 or higher with 3 images, it hits 1. And then it's 8 or higher for the 2, and then I think there's a bigger one if there's only 1 left.
So he rolls it or I roll it?
I think he does.
Yeah, I think he rolls it.
Okay, so what's a 3 mean again?
It means that it smacks me in the face, the real me.
Okay.
That's the bad thing.
Well, I rolled an 18. I thought that was going to be favorable to you, but okay. All right, so claw number 1. 10 more slashing. See if he hits you again. Nope, this time he's turning around and going for Tidok with a claw.
Reduction again.
And he misses Tidok, and his bite is going back towards Tidok as well. Oh, it misses badly. It's like he's kind of caught off guard by these multiple Joan paths over here. Now, when he hits you, that doesn't make the others disappear, does it?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
No.
Just when he hits
No,
one of the
concentration.
mirages, it disappears, right?
Yeah, as long as I maintain concentration.
Okay. Oh, did
Actually,
you?
I don't think it's a concentration spell.
No, it's not.
Okay.
No, that's a good thing about it.
Alright, so this guy's up next. And he's going after Guberik again with a claw. And now I'm rolling badly. And then this one's going after Guberik.
That hits.
And the bite is going towards Diddy.
Yep.
I'm assuming a 25 hits Diddy as well. So 11 for Guberik, 15 for Diddy.
Ouch.
And you guys hear the voice again. I told you! I can't stop them! I can't stop them! You gotta run! And Joan Path, you're up.
Joan Path's gonna.
Oh, sorry,
keep
I forgot.
his
One
eyes
more time.
closed.
Everyone, roll me another wisdom or intelligence check. See if you guys can ever figure out who the hell this is that's talking.
Yeah. Oh, Gubrick, you get 8 hit points back, buddy.
Oh, thank you.
Because the belt of Ilmata is working. Bang. Oh, ow. Oh, you feel better.
Nope, Gubrick still doesn't recognize it. Joan Path? Again, it sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it. Let me roll for Tidok. Nope, Tidok doesn't know either. You guys are rolling like shit. Okay, Joan Path, now you're up.
Joan Path is just gonna attack him with a short sword.
Okay. Eyes averted? Oh yeah,
Eyes
you're using
closed.
you're using the snake. Damn, that worked out well for you. Oh, look at there, and you actually find your mark. I'm assuming it's this one right here, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So with your eyes closed, you can kind of make out like a heat signature of where this thing is through the eyes of your snake that's around your wrist, and you reach back with your short sword and you dive it deep, right in almost its center, like a soft center. There's not really a shell in there. You hear, ah! Kind of hisses back a little bit, and some green stuff kind of spills out from its chest. But it is still standing.
25 damage.
25! Holy shit! So, plus another 14. Alright. What else, Joan Path?
That's it for his turn.
Okay, gonna stay put?
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, Tidok. John, are you back? Okay, so I'm gonna roll for him. Let's see, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna keep his eyes averted? No, he's not. He's gonna look up at him. So, a charisma save for him. Can he do it? Nope.
Nope.
He kind of raises up his sword, looks at him, and just kind of stops right there in mid with his sword above his head. And I gotta roll a d8 to see what he does with this.
He just says, so pretty.
Oh, that might be good. Let me see. Immediately attack a random creature. Uh-oh. Okay, so odd it's Pophaz, even it's the bad guy. Here, I'll roll it out in the open. What I said? I said odd it's Pophaz. Ah,
Yeah,
there you go.
even's the
Even. Alright, so just like before, he gets both of the attacks in with his great sword. Shit, I thought I had his character sheet open. Did I close it? Ah, there it is. Alright, so 1 and 2. Damn! Picked a good time not to look. Alright, so both of his wham! Wham! With his big long sword, it's held in 2 hands. So, wow, even though it says versatile was the shitty of the damage, I'm gonna go ahead and give him the max. 8 and 12. 20 points of slashing damage on this guy. You kind of hiss a little bit, big cracks open up on its shell. Tidok screaming. Okay, that's it for him. Pophaz, are you averting your eyes?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna avert my eyes now.
Okay. So I'll get rid of that little thing on you.
Am I able to, like... I'm not even able to, like, glance over this way to look at John Pav, right?
Nah, I'm gonna rule he's kind of out of your sight. You have to move up closer to Tiddock to maybe see him.
Alright. Let's see how far I can get this way. That is 20 feet. Yeah, not very far.
Yeah. Unless you want to dash.
I could dash. Which is what I think I'm going to have to do to be able to get over there. I just look at Tiddock. He's doing fine from the way I judge it, you know? Full health. So I know John Pav was getting hit pretty hard. I just can't see it happen, so. Get closer to him.
Okay, alright, so that's your full turn then. And you were averting your eyes, so I'm okay with that. Alright, Diddy, are you averting your eyes?
No, I just keep pounding into this thing.
Okay, give me a charisma save. Damn, you son of a bitch.
It's my best stat. I sort of look at it and I go, I
Yep.
think one of your eyes is blue and the other one's brown. Just, I'll slam into it.
Oh, there you go. You find your mark. 21 slashing.
And give him another one.
Oh, look at you. Now you're rolling good. You slam it hard 2 times in a row. One of them kind of takes a big chunk of its right forearm, goes flying up and kind of sticks into the soft dirt in the tunnel next to you. It is really hissing and kind of green and black shit's just kind of pouring out of it, but it's still standing.
Wow. How bad does it look?
It's beyond bloodied. How about that?
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, that sounds good. I'm just thinking I'll probably give it another one of these then. Get a bit of holy might. And takes another 10 points more.
10 more. All right.
Yeah, and as a bonus action, I'll now do the Belt of Ilmata for Jamepat this time.
Okay.
I haven't used this thing before, so it just keeps going down the charge every time I do it. So,
Yep. Okay.
8.
All right, that's it for you then. Okay,
And it's it for
Gubrick.
me.
Same thing. Are you averting your eyes? Gubrick, did we lose you?
Oh, sorry, I had to press the right button. Yeah, for those of you who remember Men in Tights, I am blinking on that tree. Here you go, first attack.
Yeah, you're either far away from your laptop or something's up because I can sound like you're real far away.
It sounds like you're in the toilet right now, yelling at us from across the room.
Hold on, checking my
I wasn't going to say in
All
the
right.
toilet, like maybe in the
How's
toilet
that?
room across the room, but yeah.
No,
Yeah, that's way better.
Yeah, the mic had switched back to my laptop for some reason off my headset. So anyway,
Okay.
so here we go. 2 attacks, Warhammer.
You said you
1.
were or were not averting your eyes?
I am still averting my eyes. That's why I'm like
Okay.
blinking, just going to town on a tree.
Okay, disadvantage.
Go for it, big fella. Go left. That's it.
Oh!
There's a crit fail.
Oh, hold on a minute. Diddy, give me a deck save.
Okay. Whoa. Dexterity coming up.
Oh, very
There we
good.
go.
So you just see him kind of takes a
Oh,
backhand
anymore.
swing with his hammer, and you see it coming right for your head, and you duck at the last second, and it swings right by and just slams right into the wall next to you. So now you can make your second
I'll
attack,
probably be
Gubrick.
going for the groin area because he's so short. I go, ooh.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I'm yelling, if you're gnomish, you better help us with these damn creatures, you traitor, you're a traitor. And miss.
Yep, and second one misses as well. But this time you don't get anywhere near Diddy that you're aware of. Anything else, Gubrick?
Nope, that's all.
Okay, Fotis. I'm assuming Fotis is not here. Nope. All right, these guys are up again. All right, so. Okay. First things first. This guy up here gonna make a choice between Tiddock and Jompef. He's going after Tiddock first with a claw and misses. And this one's going at Joan Path. Oh, damn, everything's hitting Joan Path. It's 11. And, yep, mandibles are coming at Joan Path as well.
Oh, no.
Oh, and he misses. Joan Path is like a nice, soft, cushy, snack on this side over here. Okay, that's it for him. Next guy up here, he's got choices to make, Diddy or Gubrick. First one's going at Diddy with claws. And
Oh, boy, we missed.
another one going at Diddy.
You get 4 hit points back, Jamepad.
Almost like Diddy's like hoping he gets hit. And then the last one's going at Gubrick, the mandibles. So 11 points to slashing if 18 hits you, Gubrick. Gubrick, you still there? Both
Yes, sorry.
in the game
Wrong
and
button.
alive?
18 points. 18 does hit a 17, so.
Okay, so 11 points of slashing damage.
Check.
And one more time, that voice comes up. Says, "What? Gubrick! Gubrick, don't talk to me like that! I knew your mother! I knew your mother! Just run!" Okay, one more time, guys.
I won't know this guy.
Yay!
Alright, so see anybody else. Oh yeah, I gotta roll for Tidok. Nope, he didn't get it. And who else? Joan Path? Hey, look at that, both of you finally recognize that voice. You guys recognize that voice as someone that's been gone from the village for at least a year. His name was Gillard. Gillard Jim Cutter. He was supposedly the one that left his wife and daughter with another gnome, like over a year ago. And that's what the whole town thinks and believes, that he just went up and left his wife and daughter to be with some floozy. But
What was his name again?
here, I'll type it in chat. Gillard, Gillard, Jim Cutter. I think it's Jim Cutter. Maybe no, it's Grinwater. Grinwater, that's what it is. If you guys remember,
Now he's gone.
Grinwater was the Jim Cutters there in town. Remember the lady that was kind of flirting with Diddy? And the daughter worked in the back? This was basically the husband and the father of that little girl. Both Gubrick and Joan Path will know this, that he used to be part of the Circle of Leth. Now, you guys know what the Circle of Leth is. That's the same thing that Jodo's part of. But again, he went missing like a year ago, and the Circle of Leth kind of heard the news about how he left his family and everything, and they pretty much like disbanded him from the Circle of Leth. But you recognize the voice as being that of Gillard Grinwater. Okay? So finally, you guys recognize something.
He just wanted 2 taller girlfriends.
Alright, Joan Path, you're up.
Joan Path's gonna use his short sword again, keeping his eyes closed. That's 23, Brian. He's being aided by the snake.
He doesn't get advantage though. It's a straight up roll.
No, it's a help action advantage.
Okay. Oh, since you're seeing through him, it is advantage. Okay, I'm with you. I'm okay with that. Alright, so 9 points of piercing. 23. 9 points of piercing damage. So, yeah,
Plus 14, 23.
Damn.
Nice.
That's because his ally's within 5 feet.
Yep. I'm good with that. Alright. Anything else, Joan Path?
No, he's just going to stay put, keep hacking away, and hope that some of these attacks actually target these 3 duplicates of him.
Okay. Oh shit, I didn't do that last time, did I?
I actually rolled, and I rolled a 6, and I think I have to roll higher than a 6 in order for it to target a duplicate.
Okay. Alright, so keep me in line with that. If I screw up and don't do that, just remind me, okay?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
Hey, Diddy, real quick, I got those 4 hit points from last time, but wasn't there a time before that I was supposed to get? I think I missed it.
The time before he gave Gubrick hit points back.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Is that correct, Diddy?
Yeah, so whoever looked the worst at the time. So it was Gubrick first, then it was John Path. But I've got another couple of charges in there, so I'll just keep doing it.
Alright, Tidok. Don, you back? Okay, he must still be on the phone, so let me roll to see if he averts his eyes. Yes, he averts his eyes, but these will be a disadvantage. Let's see if he can actually hit something. Nope. And, ooh, disadvantage. That's a glancing blow. Hey! Slams into it. Does a little bit of damage there. He kind of swings wildly. It sticks right into the dirt. You see him kind of jerk it back out. And as he's jerking out of the dirt, he doesn't even try, but it like, clips the thing on top of the head and kind of cuts off one of his antennas. And that's it for him.
You get that little breaker.
All right, Pofez. Again, you averting your eyes?
I am.
Okay. We'll do that.
I pull out my wand of healing, or staff of healing, and I target the ground beneath me because that's the only place I think I can look.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, it will heal the four of us.
Can you target
Great.
what it heals, or is it just like an area effect and it also heals the bad guys?
I choose who is healed in the radius.
I thought that was going to be your answer. I thought I had to ask anyway.
Alright, so it is this amount to all of us. Oh shit, nice.
Oh, thanks, buddy. That's
That's
Damn.
a thing of beauty.
That's 28 each? Or is that 28 total distributed amongst everybody?
28 each.
Damn!
Oh,
Azuth flows through me. He wants us to win.
Alright, everybody got your hit points back?
yeah,
Pull up.
that's cool.
We all get that.
Well, everybody, you tell me. I guess everybody except Tidok, right?
Yeah, Tidok's just out of range.
Oh.
So J-Path gets it. That'll be good.
No, but Goobert gets it. Right? Yeah, Goobert's right next to
Yeah.
you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, everybody got their hit points back?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Diddy.
Yes.
I'm assuming you're not averting your eyes, right, Diddy?
No, I don't avert my eyes, and I wonder if there's going to be feedback from the belt of Armada coming back the other way, going, "Oh, I'm going to get harmed from that." I didn't, so I'll do that.
Damn!
Oh, okay, and then I smile at the Armada, saying, "Oh, thanks not for reversing it," and I'll take 2 shots at this thing again.
Damn! You're laying into this guy.
I keep pounding into it.
Alright, how do you want to do this?
He'll come up. He'll sort of look to the creature. He sort of looks at its eyes. Oh, they're bothering others, and he sort of slams the sword and cuts right through the eye plates and takes the top of the head shear off.
Oh, it kind of drops into like 2 or 3 pieces on the ground below him, kind of sizzling a little bit from some of the radiant damage that came out of your. I'm assuming you probably poured radiant damage into it, but we'll just say if you did. Sizzling on the ground.
Oh, I didn't mean to. I'll go. Boy, that's pretty harsh. On it and call out to his voice and say, "Stop the other one if you care for it."
Okay. Gooberick.
It's dead.
Oh, and I'll just move to the
All right.
everyone.
Then. Ooh, decisions. I'm going to step forward here. Can I see the other Umber Hulk from there?
He's going to have like cover if you're going to try to shoot something at him. Partial cover because there's so many people in the way. But yeah, you can kind of make him out.
Okay. I'm going to, because I see 3 John Paths and one Diddy. I don't think I'm going to fit through there, so I'm going to switch to the short bow and try to put a couple arrows into that Umbra Hulk.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not inverting my eye, but I'm not sure if there's a range on their gaze, so I'm just going to take that.
Roll me a charisma save. Now roll me a d8.
Don't forget to add the +4 if it helped. Probably didn't.
plus 4. Nope, you failed.
Bugger.
Okay, now roll me a. Nope. Diddy's the only one within reach. So you're about to attack Diddy. So go ahead and roll your attack.
Short bow, so actually there's Diddy and John Paff are in reach because I'm
Or
using the short
Pofez, yep. So let me roll it. So
Yeah.
1, 2, it's Pofez. 3, 4, it's Diddy. 5, 6, it'll be one of Joan
It's an
Pass.
image. It's an image.
So
4 it is.
6. Alright, so that said that was Diddy, right? So attack at
Joan
disadvantage since you're doing a short bow, since he's right next to you, but go ahead and roll it.
Disadvantage, short distance, sure.
Yeah, 12. That misses. And so it's a 16. Both of them just, you get confused and you see, you're aiming at that umber oak and then you kind of raise up the last second and it shoots two of them right next to your head, Diddy, and sink into the ceiling above you.
I said lean the other way, blast it!
Did he look around at Kubrick with the, it looks like he's, what you doing, Diddy? Okay. Oh, I'm sorry, I stepped in your way. My apologies.
My eyes are crossed.
What's I've been counting how many times Kubrick accidentally almost hit Diddy in this encounter.
That's the third and fourth time right there.
Alright. Photius still isn't here. Alright. Oh. Let's see how long to Kubrick and Pofez. Give me a perception check real quick.
Oh, I did want to say something on my turn, by the way.
Yep.
Out loud, I say, Gillard, you coward, you know, let your own people get attacked. You should have been run out of town, but you ran out of town.
Okay. Very good. Don't hear a voice yet, but you guys do see another one appear from this wall back behind you here, making its way towards you guys. Okay, so it's all their turn again. This one up here. It's going after Joan Paff. Okay, so roll it, Joan Paff. See if he's going to hit you or one of your mirrors.
No, that's a mirror.
What's an 8 mean? Means he goes after one of your mirror guys?
Yeah.
Okay, alright, so does this hit one of your mirror
At
guys?
last.
So that basically makes one of them disappear, correct? If he hits it?
Yes, and now I have to roll an 8 or higher.
Okay. Alright, let's see if he goes for you again. Nope, this time he goes back towards Tiddock. Gets like pissed off, or he thinks he just killed one of you. And he misses Tiddock, and he goes back to you with a mandible bite. So roll it again. Oh, so this one hits you, maybe. Oh, it does. 13 points of slashing damage as it bites down into you again.
He's got an AC of 20, so does that help him at all? Or he's got a +2, I mean.
Yeah, so that means I have 20 AC. Is that a glancing blow or?
Oh, yep, that'd be a glancing blow, so half damage. Thank you for reminding me of that.
No worries.
All right, so 6, 3. Okay.
Okay. And then this guy is going to barrel through up to here. And he goes after Pofez with a claw. And I'm assuming that misses.
Yep.
And another one at Pofez.
That
Claw
gets me.
slashing. And the last one is also at Pofez.
9 more, alright.
Okay.
I gotta
And
do
then
2 saves here.
all you guys nearby hear the same voice. Just Kubrick! Kubrick! You have no reason to be speaking to me like that! I tell you, I curse you! I curse you! And you watch as the dirt above you, Kubrick, starts to kind of crumble, and then it drops on top of you. You're like half buried at this point, so you got a half movement, and any kind of strength or dex save is at disadvantage, and your attack's at disadvantage. You're halfway buried in dirt. Okay, Joan Paff, you're up.
Joan Path is going to stick with what's working.
You lost the Shield of Faith, unfortunately. I couldn't keep concentration on it.
Okay.
27 damage.
Were you averting your eyes? Oh, that's right, you're not. You got that freaking
Eyes
snake.
closed.
Alright, how do you want to do it, Joan Path?
Nice.
Right through what appears to be its buttocks.
His butt's kind of like suck up underneath the shell a little bit. So I can see it kind of like...
I'm small.
Yeah, you go down to one knee.
Squeeze in there.
You just kind of ram it right up between his legs, and if it had a face, you'd see it kind of like, its lips would kind of pucker up a little bit, and its eyes roll back in his head. Then it just kind of crumbles on top of your short sword as it falls to the ground. And you hear a little bit of kind of comes out all over the edge of your sword and around your hand.
Gross.
Anything else, Joan Path?
Yeah, he's going to move along with his duplicates towards the other one.
Okay, it's going to be difficult terrain to kind of get through there, but you can probably get there. Okay. Alright, Tidok. Don, you back? Oh, he must have got caught up on the phone call. Alright, so Tidok is going to run screaming. He doesn't see anything. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Do you want to turn back around? Nah, fuck it. He's going to go forward, just like you saw Joan Path. He's not going to get very far, because there's too many people here. They're just screaming, not averting his eyes. Yep, that's correct. Not averting his eyes. So, charisma save.
Since he's not here, can we make him just avert his eyes, please?
No, I'm rolling for it every time.
Yeah, he made it.
But he makes a save. He's kind of just standing there with his sword up. Get the F out of my way! I need to get it! I need to hit the damn thing! And he can't get up there.
We're small, so he can squeeze past the gnome.
Not Diddy, though. There's too much
Diddy
shit
can
there.
throw him at the elbow.
Can't 4 gnomes share the space of a medium creature?
Alright, Pofez, you're up.
Alright. Pofez isn't a fighter, so he's just gonna cast this on himself to try and like tank this creature, and he's gonna slip through it. Small creatures can move through large guys, right?
Small creatures can move through large, yeah.
Alright, yeah, then I'll move.
So were you averting your eyes at the beginning?
Yeah, I'm like looking down at the ground right now.
Okay, alright.
And I'm also gonna cast this on Gubrick as I kind of like glance over at his foot.
Shield of Faith on Gubrick. Alright, I think I still got like a little something in there on somebody. Move that guy out of the way so I can see. Alright, just help me remember, he's got +2 to his AC there.
Yeah.
Okay, is that it for you, Pofez?
It is.
Okay, Diddy.
Okay, alright, well, Diddy will use his movement action to pull, or part of it. Can I use interaction with Gubrick and pull him out of the dirt?
Yeah, it'll be your action to help him get out of there, but yeah.
Oh, okay, so, well, I think I need to attack this thing. So, no, I'll just move to here then. I'll excuse myself past Jumper, and I will wail into the creature. I'll keep the eyes open.
Okay.
Hopefully it's not too bad. And then I attack it. Go.
Damn, you're on a roll now.
Yep.
Slam into it twice.
Yep.
You gonna pour anything extra into it?
I might need to keep hold of the spells. Let me see. Oh, it's spell points, isn't it? Oh, okay. Sorry, yes, I can actually. Oh,
damn! That's a hell of a hit there, man. You slam into it twice and pouring your radiant energy into it. you can kind of feel the flesh underneath it kind of sizzling as each one of your strikes hit it. Almost like burning and cutting at the same time. It is still standing.
Yeah, and I'll put the bonus action on. If it hits me, I will regenerate Pofes.
Okay. All right, Goobrick.
I am going to do my best to get out of this burial mound.
Okay, it's your action to get out. Give me a strength or athletic check. We gotta look at his spells at the save DC. Oh, that helps I look at the right character sheet. His Tidok is not a spellcaster, so he doesn't have a spell save DC. I'm gonna roll you get about halfway out of it, but not totally. Your movement you still have, but you no longer have disadvantage on your attacks.
All right, so as long as it's in range, I can do an attack?
Yep.
Is it in range?
Yeah, I'll roll you kind of squish up next to Joan Path there.
Okay. Oh, good. 2 swings with a hammer. Oh, and I.
Are you averting your eyes?
Nope.
You're not. Give me a charisma save.
No.
You're not a man if you don't.
All right, so go ahead and
oh, you don't. I'm sorry.
go ahead and roll your attack. I'm sorry, roll a d8 first. A d8 first. To see what you do with that.
But the +4 didn't help, I suppose.
No, +4 didn't make no difference whatsoever. Okay, so with a 6, no action except to move in a random direction. So let me roll that for you to see where the hell you're running off to.
Well, I can't because I'm still half buried.
Yeah, I said half movement. That was half movement to get out of it. So another half, another what? 7, 8 feet. Move in straight to the north. So you run right into a wall. So that's it for you. And Photius not here, I'm assuming. Bad guys. Alright, so there again. You guys, Joan Path and Goobrick, you guys hear first the rumbling up above you as more dirt comes crumbling down on top of both of you. Actually, this time I need both of you guys to give me a dex save. Since you saw it happen the first time, I'll give you a chance to avoid it. And Goobrick as well.
That's not with advantage, I don't think, right?
No. Alright, so both of you guys again get buried even more dirt. At this point, most of this tunnel right here is kind of covered in dirt. Both Joan Path and Goobrick are up to like their armpits and like dirt as it comes rumbling down on you guys. It's going to hurt by it, but you're definitely buried in it. Okay, and then this guy, oh, he's got lots of choices. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2, 4, 6, 8 is what I'll do. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So okay, Diddy getting the first claw, and it misses. And then Joan Path, roll your whatever it is, D8. Okay, so that means it hits one of your, well, maybe it hits one of your other things. Same AC as you, is that right?
Yeah, so it misses.
Okay, so it misses. So it's still there, but it doesn't hit anything.
Wait, it might only have 15. Let me look.
Okay, while you're doing that, I figure it's going to hit next. And the next one's going to be at Goobrick with his bite. Oh, you guys are buried in dirt, so you have disadvantage. Or it has advantage on the attacks. So let me roll first the one more for Joan Path, or its duplicate. Okay, that's bad. Okay, I'll get 2 more advantage. Here's one for advantage on Goobrick. I'm assuming a 22 hits you.
22 hits.
16 slashing damage. And that's it for his turn. And you guys hear the same cackling voice. Leave my dirt daubers alone! I told you to leave! And Joan Path, you're up. Did you ever figure out if it hits your
Yeah, it hit. They have a 10 AC plus my dex, which is 5. Plus
Okay.
5, so they have 50.
So you still have one image left. You start off with 3 of them, correct?
Correct. Now
Okay.
I have to roll 12 or higher, or
Okay.
it hits me.
Okay. All right. So you got one left. Right,
Jump
Jump
Path's gonna stick with what's been working.
Which is what? Are you averting your eyes?
Eyes are closed.
Oh, that's right. Damn it! You're a freaking snake. What was I thinking giving you a snake?
Yeah, that was amazing in this fight.
Looks like the 16 missed.
That's
I'm
correct.
assuming.
Can't find your mark there. You're half buried in your dirt, trying to get out of it. So actually, your attacks are at disadvantage
can
right
I-
now.
Oh shoot. Okay. Can I use my move to get out of it, or will that be?
That
an
would be
attack
your
roll?
action.
Oh, okay. That's not. It doesn't count as my move.
Nope. That'd be your action to try to break free of the dirt. Okay. Is that it for you then?
Yeah. Can I do like a cunning action, like dash out of the dirt?
No, not the dash, because it's an action to try to dig yourself out, because you're buried up to like your armpits, basically, at this point.
I gotcha.
no.
All right.
Okay.
No, I don't have another action. I already used it swinging at
Okay.
that.
All right, Tidok, you back yet? Okay. So at that, he's going to kind of elbow his way up here as best as he can. I'm going to rule that he's trying to fit in between Joan-Path and Gubrick, but kind of standing on some of the dirt. So his feet are right next to Joan-Path and Gubrick, about ready to kick him in the head. So you know what? He's not going to have disadvantage. He's going to stand on top of the dirt next to you guys. But it is difficult terrain. And let's see, does he avert his eyes? He does! He averts his eyes, so I hope he doesn't roll bad. He's got 2 heads right next to him. Where is his character sheet? There it is. Okay, swing number 1. How about that? Okay, so that first one hits for 12 slashing damage, and another one, 17 misses. So he hits him once for 12 points of slashing damage. And both Gubrick and Jonah, you feel like the sword going right over top of your heads, almost like it's giving you an even closer haircut. Maybe a few purple hairs go flying off as it goes by Gubrick's head, but one of them finds its mark and kind of hacks right to the side of it. And Tidok's like, "Ha! Ha! I get this, motherfucker!" And Pofez, you're up.
Alright, I'm gonna glance at it, because Diddy said if I was close enough to him, I would get some kind of bonus, so... Time to find out what that bonus is and put it in my notes.
+4. So,
Ooh, plus
16.
4. Let me double check. Alright, let's go back a glancing thing. So, tell you what, roll a d20. If you roll higher than an 8, then this thing doesn't affect you.
Alright. Sweet.
wow, put those notes into play.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
it
it doesn't
got
affect
in
you.
my- Diddy's got incredible magic power. And then I underline, like, find out what it means. And then I will, I'm gonna cast this at, 2nd level. I'm just gonna do, the magic missiles, so 44 plus 4.
Magic missile. There's no disadvantage for being right next to him, right? Yeah, those are automatic hits, so it doesn't matter.
Alright.
So it's 4 of them? Is that right?
Yeah.
So you guys watch it. These
Nice
4
roll.
things just erupt from Popez's hands. They kind of swirl around him and then slam simultaneously all into this giant shell thing right. It kind of rolls back a little bit on one leg, comes standing back up, but it's definitely staggered. It's hurting pretty bad. Anything else,
Finish
Popez?
it, friends!
No, that's it.
All right, Diddy.
Okay, I'll look at it and I'll say, well, you should take better care of your girlfriends to that voice. And I'll take 2 more shots at it.
I wish you failed just once. Just once fail. Come on.
I could. That's a miss. And, that might be a miss too. I don't know.
That's a glancing blow. But 21? Damn it, Diddy.
Yep.
How do you want to do this?
So I basically have a look at it. I'll go and slam it straight in the stomach and then sort of cut upwards and to the side, almost severing it in half and then and letting it fall.
And it kind of falls into two pieces, half of it kind of falling somewhat onto a half-buried Gubrick and Joan Pap on one side, the other half kind of flopping right to the ground and some of the guts splattering onto Popas's shoes. Okay, so technically we are out of initiative. There's no more monsters that you see of, so popcorn initiative at this point. Who wants to see what you're doing next?
Get me out of this dirt!
I go around inspecting everybody for injuries. I'm like, all good? We hurt? Anybody?
I am hurt, but not bad.
And you hear the voice again. My dirt diggers! You killed my dirt diggers! Why? Why did you kill my dirt diggers?
You traitorous gnome.
Why? You're a traitorous landlubber. I know you, Gubrick.
That's right.
Your boys couldn't stay away. And the voice seems like it's getting further away.
This isn't your land to claim, Jalar. We're coming for you.
Get no more response from him.
Well, he was a pain, I was like.
Alright, so you guys will take, a good 2 or 3 minutes to kind of get Joan Pap and Gubrick unburied from the pile of dirt that's there. Does your mirror image kind of fade after a minute or so? How's that work, Joan Pap?
I think it lasts. I'll have to scroll up and see. 1 minute, so yeah, it fades after a minute.
Okay. Alright. Yeah,
I'm gonna pull out my staff and heal myself for a little bit.
Okay.
While they're digging them out.
Go ahead and roll that if you want. Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Joan Pap's going to be looking for any kind of loot on these things. Or around.
On the Umbra Hulks?
Yeah, anything that's shiny could be valuable, something you could hawk. Maybe you could sell it as like a weird thing, like the mandible of an Umber Hulk. This thing has magic powers, grant you wishes if you rub it the right way. Umber Hulk wieners, things like that.
Umber Hulk wieners. Yeah, it's a real delicatessen in some places, right? Okay, give me an investigation, Joan Pap, or whoever said that.
I'll help you out. I'll use the cutter's tools to take the eyes out because they seem to be really effective.
Okay. All right, give me a nature check for you, Diddy, if you're trying to cut the eyeballs out.
Yeah.
All right, so Joan Pap, first him. As you're kind of digging through, well, I guess probably the one that's right in front of you, the one that's cut in half. You start digging through some of the guts and stuff, and you find what appears to be maybe a couple of rings, and it's guts, so to speak. One looks to be more of a maybe a copper. The other one maybe more of a brass. You're not really sure. And Diddy, it's easy enough to get a couple of these eyeballs, especially the one that you cut in half. It's like in pieces. They almost like fall out of its what's left of its skull.
Yep. I'll just put it in the bag of holding.
Okay.
I think as long as I know what I'm putting in, I can put my hand in and take it out. So I'll just put the eyes in.
Okay. All right. What else you guys doing?
Guess we should keep looking around. See, he's using his dirt diggers to probably mine a bit more.
We need to follow that guy, right? I mean, you guys know him? Or?
What's my relation with him? Like, he's not related to me or anything, is he?
No. If that's Joan Pap, no relation.
Yeah, you never know in Mucklestone.
Yep.
So I'm going to start moving south again, trying to find the trail that we were following earlier.
All right, so you guys make your way kind of down this direction here. You guys will come across and you see right here there's like a stone. It's almost like a door, but it's more like it's a stone. Well, give me an investigation. whoever's looking at it. Okay, I saw one from Gubrick there. You take a closer look at it. You look at it, it's shaped like a door, and as you get a closer look at the hinges, it's like the hinges as well are made out of stone. Almost like it's one solid piece. Like you're not sure if it's actually a working door or if just a wall that looks like a door.
I'm going to cast Mage Hand as John Path and just kind of check out the door, investigating it, doing my thieves' tool stuff.
Okay. Are you just looking to see if it opens? You looking to see if it's trapped? What's your intention?
Kind of all the above. First, he'll kind of just push on a little bit with the hand, see what happens there. If there's like a handle of some sorts, he'll try that. Kind of see if it's trapped at all or anything, while everybody else is a little ways back.
All right, but you rolled me a stealth.
Oh, I mean, sleight of hand, I think, to control the hand.
Yeah, it's to control the hand, but if you're going to actually investigate for something, I'd have you roll an investigation for it. Okay, there you go. All right, so as you kind of run the hand along the edge there, what your initial thoughts were is, yeah, there's no seam, there is no actual working door here. This is the wall made to look like a door. And I'll have Pophez roll me actually Pophez and Joan Path. You guys both have Arcana or Arcane type of magic, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, roll me an Arcana check.
Okay.
Alright, Joan Path, you too. Arcana. Oh, there you go. Alright. After you pass your hand over a little bit and bring your hand back, you recognize this. It may not be a spell that you necessarily can cast yourself, but you've heard of it before. It's this arcane ability to basically shape stone into something. So this is something that was definitely created by some kind of magic.
This appears to be created by magic, some sort of stone shaping spell.
Knock it down. Or Pophez, do you have a way of dispelling the magic?
I just hope it's weak enough magic to be able to be dispelled, but I'll give it a shot.
Yeah. Oh, before you do, I'll just give it a knock and see if it's actually hollow.
So give me I don't want to rule this. Perception. Yeah, that's what we'll do. You're trying to listen.
Yep. Oh, I'm really bad at these. Oh, I'll take my hat off and then I'll do it because otherwise I get the minuses. That's actually a 4 rather than 2. It's pretty bad.
You can't tell if it's solid or behind it or something behind it. You can't tell.
I just shrug. Do your best.
Alright, so let me read this dispel magic here. Any creature out there, blah, blah. +10 the spell's level. That's interesting. Let me look this up.
I'll be right back. Gotta put a movie on for the kid.
No worries.
He still is awake, because apparently I'm the only parent awake.
Okay, so each spell, blah, blah, blah. The DC equals 10 plus the spell's level. On a successful check, the spell ends. Okay, so you need to make an Arcana check, again, to see if you dispel it?
I need to make a spell casting, so that's wisdom for me.
Okay.
So just a flat wisdom check, I guess.
I guess so. That's why I'm reading that.
Alright.
And yeah. Okay, so you watch as you cast this upon it and you see the stone kind of slowly starting to kind of melt almost in its place here. And let me switch to a different layer so I can get rid of this.
That's where the other Umber Hulk came from.
There you go. So you guys now should see an opening there, as that stone door just kind of melts away in front of Pophaz as he casts his magic upon it.
Oh, interesting. I started jotting notes down. Once I'm done, I'm like, alright, but there's bones up. That's what I see. Is that what that looks like?
I'm sorry?
Are these bones up ahead right here?
No, there's no bones in there, so to speak. That's just going to be like some trash or rubble.
Oh, okay.
I'll say so. Would you like to go ahead, jump out? Or he's the sneaky one. And I'll also ask if this is also new construction.
None of these tunnels are known to me as far as I'm aware.
Oh, your friend's been busy. Was he always like that? I'll say to you, like, did he always sort of like hang on ceilings and do weird stuff like that, or that's the first time you've seen him act like that?
I'll answer for you. I mean, before he left, he was like a well-respected, member of the community. Like I said, he was real deeply involved with the Circle of Leth. I mean, this type of behavior is very unusual for him. You would not expect anything like this from him.
He seems to have gone off his rocker.
That's an appropriate word, Rock. I like it.
And for one who's never spending any time in the mines, there's no excuse. But he supposedly ran off with a gnomish lass, it was about a year ago, left his wife and daughter. But to find him down here with those creatures makes me know what kind of women he's interested in.
That is unusual.
Can I do a survival check for tracks?
Yeah, go ahead.
And no good.
You start looking around, and it's like, Diddy's walking behind you, kind of bumps you, and kind of lose your focus a little bit, get a little pissed off. Drop your stogie. That's what it was. Drop your stogie.
Oh, not that. Oh, take my arm. Don't take my stogie.
He's crying, why, world, why?
Is the construction of these tunnels anywhere near the same proficiency as the gnomish tunnels, or is this?
No.
Is there really no difference?
These are really nothing like what the gnome miners would make. These are very rough and very odd shaped, and kind of go up and down a little bit. And I mean, give me a let's see. Give me a straight up wisdom check, Gubrick, since you're asking that question. Yeah. From what you can tell, these things are probably made by those things you were fighting.
Well, I completely lost you.
So
yeah, me too.
You figured that these are made by the things that you were fighting.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
All right, folks, which way to go? We got northeast and southwest. Southeast, northeast and southeast.
Go southeast.
I'll move 10 more.
Okay, so from this vantage point, Gubrick, no need for a perception roll, but you'll see these aren't bones down here. That's what it looks like on this map, but this is just a map I use. You're actually seeing something kind of glitter off the walls there.
Something ahead. Gonna keep moving slow.
Okay, are you
Are
being
these
stealthy?
tunnels safe?
No, I don't have stealth. I don't have a stealthy bone in my body. But I'm just gonna be invisible.
Okay. Except Diddy's walking right behind you.
Yeah, I wouldn't know he's there.
Yeah, right.
I'm just talking. I'll probably have a conversation with him there.
Alright, so as you get closer, are you taking a closer look at those, whatever?
Yes.
Okay, so give me a perception check. or nature. I'll give you either one of those. Okay. So as you get closer, you get a closer look at it. You recognize these right off the bat. This is some rough cut diamonds that are all embedded into this wall of rock. And this is what this part of the mine that you started traveling down to begin with used to be known for, as for its diamond veins that are within here. But it's been years since those veins have run dry.
Interesting. It seems our friend found a new mineral vein, and it looks like a lucrative one at that. Diamonds.
Wow.
Joe
I
Pat
can use-
shits himself again just a little bit.
If there's any loose on the floor, I'm going to charge this one up. I can find. I know it's just rough cut, but I want to bring it back to town, inspect to figure out what the quality of these gems are.
Yeah, there's nothing on the ground. Again, they're all embedded in this rock in the wall right there next to you. It would take a little bit of mining to kind of rip them out of there.
Diddy says, would you like me to get some out for you?
If you don't mind, sir, I'm a foreman. I'm not a laborer.
Yeah, sure. I'll get my hammer out.
I point at a spot on the vein. Hit it right about there.
Okay. I've actually got gem cutting tools. That's the thing that Diddy does. That's his skill he picked up. So he'll have a look, check it out. He goes, I never thought I'd be able to use my skills here, but yeah, all right. Takes out the spear, the magical spear, and then starts going to town around it, and then getting out as big a chunk as he can of the diamond and passing it over.
Okay, so just so we're clear, gem cutting tools and mining excavation are two different skill sets. Once you get them out, you can make them look pretty, but getting them out, that's a different skill set.
Yeah, no worries. Oh, well, then I've got a hammer and pittons and grappling hook on, so I'll just use the hammer and the pittons to give me, so I'm not going to smash the diamond piece. It probably wouldn't work anyway, but I'll chop them out as best I can.
Okay. How long do you want to spend trying to get diamonds out of here?
However long it takes.
Yeah, I'll sort of nod because, out of game I can use the diamonds to resurrect people, so I go, all right, time to start getting it.
All right, so while Diddy starts going to town on his kind of brutal mining skills of getting diamonds out of the wall, the rest of you guys doing?
I'm just going to move about 10 feet in front, away from him, and noticing that the room is opening up a little bit, I'm just going to, keep an eye out.
Yeah, no need for a perception roll, but as you get closer into that opening right there, Goobrick, you'll start seeing what looks to be a few very old and tattered, I don't know, like bedrolls or blankets or something kind of strewn about the floor here. You can see it look like some more rubbish or some trash or something further up against the back wall.
Looks like this may have been a camp.
Your friend might have known about. Your friend might have known about these diamonds as I keep hacking, and he was trying to make a trade out of them and avoid your taxes or something. Cooper.
It's looking that way. Thief and traitor.
Okay, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I'm just gonna cover the back, make sure no one sneaks up from behind us.
Okay. Don, are you back?
I am, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I saw you move the Tiddock, so... Now you give me a quick recap of what happened here, or you up to speed?
I know we fought some stuff, and it looks like we won, but that's about all I know.
Yep. You fought these things, you kept hearing the voice. I think a couple of the guys finally recognized the voice as being someone that used to be part of the community there in Mucklestones, actually a part of the Circle of the Leth. They haven't seen him, they just heard the voice, and they recognized it. And then they found this door right here, which was like basically a stone-shaped door. It wasn't functional, but it just made it look like a door. And Pofez dispelled it. You guys have come in here, and you found a small vein of rough diamonds embedded in the wall over here, to which Diddy has started to kind of hack away, and I think Joan Path is kind of drooling as he's watching this stuff. I don't know.
Okay.
And then Gubrick made his way a little bit further in here. I don't know if he shared the news or not of what he saw in here.
Yes, I did.
Okay.
All right. I am caught up then. Thank you.
Okay.
And sorry.
If I don't see any signs of recent activity or any creatures, I'm gonna move in slowly into the room, 10 feet at a time, 5 feet at a time,
Okay.
scouting it out.
Okay. So you're looking for like tracks again or something, or what are you scouting out?
Tracks, any sign of residency, like
Okay.
if I see a trunk or belongings, tracks on the floor,
Okay. So give
feel
me,
a breeze from somewhere.
give me a survival check first.
Nope.
Well, you're just too distracted. You're paranoid as you're looking around. You're not sure what. You're waiting for something else to jump out of the walls.
So unreal. These aren't the minds that we build. Out of place. These shouldn't exist.
Okay. Anybody else? No? Okay. Gubert, go ahead and move yourself in further if you want. And by the way, Diddy's back here kind of digging away at this this wall of rock, and he's making a little bit of a racket, so you guys can all hear that kind of reverberating off of the walls all around you guys.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Just digging
I
mine.
notice Gobrick moving alone.
You'll notice that you don't see him anymore down that tunnel. He's kind of gone around the bend.
Well, yeah, I'm like, I notice he's kind of gone off by himself, basically, so I'm going to come over here to at least be able to keep him in line of sight.
Okay. All right. So go and give me one more perception, Gubrick, as you took a few more steps in there. Oh, very good. Okay, so with that awesome roll, you'll see kind of over in this corner over here, underneath, halfway underneath one of these blanket, rug, skins, whatever they are, you can see what looks like a foot or a hand that's like half eaten, half gone, whatever, kind of sticking out from underneath one of them. You can see a few more bits and pieces of bones kind of scattered and half buried in certain portions of this. And you also, where's it at? You also see there's actually a small chest back in this corner over here.
Okay, who followed me into the room? Was it Profes?
Yeah, he's a little bit behind you.
I look over my shoulder and say, cover me. I'm going to go and see what's under that skin over there.
Got your back. Move up a little bit.
I'll move right up to the edge and holding my hammer up with one hand, bend down, grab it with the other, and whip it off in one fell swoop to see what I see.
Okay. And as you kind of pull the skin up, you can see it's some kind of a mangled, half missing. Give me a nature check. Now, half missing, half gone, whatever gnome.
Do I recognize it as one of the missing ones?
It's unrecognizable. I mean, its face is half gone. I mean, one of its legs is completely missing. Its torso is almost like removed, so to speak, like just like an empty shell.
Okay, I'm just like no rings or jewelry or anything that would be identifiable.
You take a closer investigation look. Let's see how well you do with this. You see there's a couple rings on one of the hands. Not 100% sure who they belong to, but you've seen the rings before. You think?
Okay, I will take those and make a mental note and put them in my pouch.
Okay.
And you said there was other remains partially buried, like around. Oops, let me get the right.
Yeah, you saw some more bones and stuff like over here that kind of like halfway buried underneath the dirt.
Okay, I'm just gonna kick at it as I walk past, heading for the chest in the back, and see if I disturb anything.
Okay, so you're taking a closer look at the chest. Is that what you said you're doing?
Yes.
Okay, again, it's a small little chest. Well, decent size for a gnome, but a small little chest. And you can see there's a lock on it. But other than that, you just see a couple bedrolls lying there with some refuse and kind of get a stench of feces or something nearby.
Okay, but definitely old. This stuff's been abandoned for a while.
Give me another survival. You're not sure.
Okay. Jump path.
Yeah.
Chest locked. Come help.
Chest? He feels looking at the diamonds Diddy's hacking away at and hearing that there's some other sort of loot up it.
If it's in a locked chest, it's got to be valuable, and I know you love valuable.
Yeah, licks his lips, figures Diddy's got a few more minutes at least, makes his way towards Gubrick. He's going to use his mage hand to do this. He's had a couple bad experiences opening chests in the past.
So I point at the chest and let him have at it.
Alright, so you're doing sleight of hand to do what? What are you doing with that, Joan Path?
Unlocking it's just, maybe I need to read this again, but I think the mage hand ledger man thing, you can use sleight of hand to control the hand, and then these tools, I rolled that.
Okay. So you're trying to pick the lock?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. All right.
You can use thieves' tools to disarm traps and pick locks at range. You must succeed on a dex check versus target's wisdom. People.
Okay. Alright, so you easily enough get your little mage hand out with his tools, and you see it kind of finagling around a bit, and you hear a little click.
I'm going to use the mage hand to open the chest.
Okay, as you pull the lock off, raise it up, you see a series of darts just kind of shoot up into the ceiling up above, and a little cloud of like mist kind of covers the entire chest over there. I'll rule Gubrick was farther enough away, but you were able to avoid what little trap was set in that little chest.
Nice. See, I told you guys.
Well done, man. Well done. So now
has the mist cleared yet, or not?
Yeah, it takes a minute or so for it to kind of settle on the ground, but yeah, it's gone. Gubrick and Jompath, go ahead and give me a perception check. Oh. Alright, Gubrick, as you're kind of glancing over the bones on the ground, you're also keeping an eye out for everything else, you notice up against this wall over here is an odd shape, almost like it's humanoid in shape, embedded in the wall.
I'm going to heft the hammer and approach it. If it moves, I'm attacking immediately.
Okay. Right, so as you get a little closer, you can see it's almost like it's the back of some little gnome creature, maybe in a robe or a cloak or something like that. But all you see is its back. It's like it's part, like it's all been shaped into the wall. It's part of the wall.
Okay, so it looks like a cloak, almost like it's hanging on the wall, but it's got
part
the
of the
shape
wall.
All right.
It's almost like it's a statue that's like half buried into the wall. If that makes sense.
All right, with my left hand, which is my free hand, I'm going to grab it and try to pull it out. Again, if it moves, I'm going to attack immediately.
Okay. As you touch it, it's solid, just like stone.
Try to pull it back from the wall.
Doesn't. Well, give me a strength. How about that?
Doesn't move.
Well, give me a strength check. Nah.
Oh wait, that was a save. Sorry. Hang on.
Okay. Okay, so you kind of grab a hold of like the shoulders with one hand and kind of pull a little bit. It budges a little bit, like it's almost like a loose statue, but it doesn't come free.
Did I see where it's separated from the wall? Would I be able to, say, stick a pinion in that spot to drive in, to wedge it, to try to pop it out?
Yeah, I'll allow that. I'll say you saw a little
Okay.
crack kind of form where you pulled on it a little bit. While he's doing that, Joan Path, what were you doing? By this point, that mist has kind of subsided. Or anybody else? Anybody else do anything?
Joan Path will go look at the chest.
Okay. Yeah, so Diddy's still hacking away on the diamonds. Pofez, what are you doing?
I'm just trying to make sure that, everyone's doing all right, keeping everybody in line of sight.
Okay. So you'll see what Gubrick kind of walks up to the wall over here. You can't see what he's doing, but you see him kind of like grabbing and tugging on something over here. What about you, Tidok?
I'm gonna kind of hang out here with Diddy,
Okay. Are you helping or are you just watching?
just watching.
Okay.
Also, being aware of our anything behind us.
Okay. All right. Good to know. All right. So let's go back to Joan Path for a second. So you're actually going to approach the chest, or you're going to do your mage hand again to kind of see what's in there?
I'm thinking it's clear, so I'm going to just go over there and look. Now, do I need to roll anything to just kind of do a double check for traps when I get up there?
That's your call.
I mean, yeah, I'd like to.
Okay. Give me another investigation. Okay. Kind of give the chest a once-over look, and then you kind of run your hands along the edge there, just trying to feel for anything. It might be a trap, and you don't seem to notice any other trap.
All right. I look inside.
Okay. Go and move yourself up there.
Now, is it this chest here?
No, sorry. The chest was located up in here. My fault. Okay.
Got
As
it.
you dig into the chest, start looking around a little bit, you'll find a ring of keys. You find a tobacco pipe in the shape of a dragon. You find a tiny little bird cage. And at the bottom of it, you see there's tiny little bones and a few feathers at the bottom. And you also find... Where's it at? Actually, with that investigation, you found there's a hidden bottom on it. As you lift up that hidden bottom, I'm assuming that's what you have done, because you already checked for traps. You find 22 uncut diamonds, 3 greater healing potions, a scroll, and another rolled up parchment. Uncut diamonds, Joan Path.
I think he fainted.
Like my brother. That's not right. Alright, so Diddy, at this point, obviously you've probably able to kind of scrape out probably about half a dozen decent sized uncut gems. Based on your gem cutter skills, you think if you can refine these might be worth anywhere between 100 and 250 gold pieces each. You still there, Diddy? Or did you just faint?
Everyone's having fainting spells. Somebody help me with this damn statue.
Alright, so you were going to try to put a python or something in the crack, is that correct?
Yeah, something to give me some leverage.
Okay. Alright, so I'll rule you.
What would you like?
Get where your python's out, you're going to start hammering on it, I guess, with your hammer, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. As you make your first strike with your hammer, the entire shape right there just kind of drops to one knee, and you have okay. I give up. I surrender. Just don't hurt me. And you see the shape kind of take more of a normal gnome shape there with a robe over him, and he's just kind of down on one knee, got his one hand up.
Square in the face.
Square in the face. Okay, roll to hit.
Full force, right in the face. You traitorous bastard!
Okay, roll to hit.
I don't think I have an unarmed strike prepared here, so bear with me.
Well, you got your hammer in the other hand, right?
Well, I wasn't going to hit him with a hammer. Son. He did say I give up, and I'm lawful good, so... But at the same time, he didn't help, and I'm lawful good.
So it's going to be an improvised weapon then, unless you're like a monk or something. So just roll a straight up
so it'll be
dex
D20
or strength.
to hit. Yeah. Strength hit, so D20 plus 4.
Oh shit!
And it's D4 minus 2, if I remember correctly. So it's either going to be 1 or 2 points of damage. I haven't done unarmed strike forever, so.
It's basically 1 plus your strength modifier.
Oh, okay. So 5 points of damage.
Okay. And
Just
you see,
right in the face.
as you come down with it, you
shut
see him
up.
kind of raise up one hand, like a little shield comes up, but your hand goes right through it, and you clock him square right in the ear. You see him kind of roll up. Oh! Don't hit me! Don't hit me! You already killed my dirt diggers! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me!
Yeah, and your dirt diggers nearly killed that some gnome you are.
I warned you!
You have a lot of explaining to do.
I warned you! Oh, yeah. I need you to roll me a con save, Gubrick.
On save. Yes.
Okay. As you clocked him in the ear, you see like a bunch of sweat and some other kind of grab just kind of splatter off the side of his head onto the dirt wall right there. But again, he's still cowered down, got one hand up. Okay, I give up. Just leave me alone. I don't want to go back up. I want to stay here. I like the dark.
I'm going to drag him to the middle of the room. Fez, I need you to take a look at this traitorous bastard. Something's not right with him.
Okay. Give me another con save as you drag him across the floor. How are you dragging him? By the foot? You grab him by the hair? How are you doing this?
I grabbed him by the shoulder to pull it out, so I'd probably still have him by the shoulder.
Okay. Give me another con save.
Oh, another con save. Sorry, I didn't
Yep.
catch that.
Okay, let me make note of that.
Is he like Game of Thrones stone men?
Okay, that was Gubrick with a 6. Okay, good to know.
Oh, you're messed up now, Kubrick.
Alright, so you drag him out in the middle, and the rest of you guys hear all this commotion going up here. I don't know if you guys are going to stay where you are or get closer. What's your intentions?
Yeah, he told me to cover his back, so I am run up.
There's something not right with him. Need to check him out. When I hit him, something flew off of his head. There's something's not right.
Guys, I found these 10 diamonds. That's 2 each.
We got other priorities.
And Gubrick's down on all fours at this point, and I'm looking up at you guys, almost like he's prone. He's got his forehead down on the dirt. Just, leave me alone! I don't want any of this! Leave me alone!
Can I look him over with, an Arcana check to see if he's under this effect of a spell or something?
Yeah, if you're looking for some kind of spell effect, yeah, give me an Arcana.
Nice.
You're not picking up any kind of a magic anything coming off of him right now. I mean, you know he's obviously probably a magic user, but that's about it.
Alright, I just kind of look at Gubrick. I don't know. He's certainly sick in some regard, but I can't quite figure it out.
I warned you. I did. I told you to go back. I can't control them. I can't control them. I'm sorry. He starts just crying. Put his head down on the dirt again.
You didn't even try to help us.
I did. I tried to help. I tried to warn you. I can't. He starts crying again. If you guys don't hold on to him, he's going to try to crawl back into this little corner over here again. Just leave me be! Leave me be!
What have you seen down here, friend?
I see nothing. I see nothing but tunnels. Tunnels forever. I don't know where I am. Just leave me be.
He's quite mad. The surface.
Do you have any
would
more
do him
diamonds?
good.
I need no diamonds. Diamonds are for landlubbers. I don't need them in the dark.
He keeps saying this word landlubbers. What does he mean?
Are you saying that out loud?
Yeah, I'll say that to everyone.
I'm assuming you walk up to the rest of the crowd. You're not back there still digging in the diamonds, right?
I'll just take whatever chunk I've got and then walk over with it. And
We got 6 chunks worth like 100 to 250 each.
If they're refined, you got uncut diamonds. They're not worth that much right now, but with his gem cutter ability, that's why I said you would know that once these things get refined, they're between 100 and 250 gold piece each.
Oh wow. Okay. I'll say you keep calling us landlubbers. What do you mean?
You guys you're from the surface. I don't like the surface anymore. I like the dark. I gotta stay in the dark.
When did you start feeling like this?
I've always been like this. What are you talking about? Just leave me alone. He puts his head back in the dirt again.
I'll walk over to him. And does he seem crazy? Do I think a restoration will help?
How are you wanting to determine that?
Just with a medicine check. I'll ask Polfez if he can give me a hand. I'll say I have an ability that will allow a condition to be fixed. It's a bit difficult with this one. Do you think might help him?
Yeah, I can help. I'm good at medicine, actually.
All right, I'll let you work it out, and I'll just assist you.
So what are you guys doing?
I'm gonna try and. Yeah, we're both working on a medicine check together here, so.
Wow.
I guess I'll need to roll for advantage.
So you're doing that medicine check to do what?
To see whether or not a lesser restoration will help him.
Oh, okay. But that's you saying that, not Polfez. Polfez one that rolled the medicine check, so I gotta ask him. Was that your intention?
I'm trying to determine the same thing, because he's asking for my help, basically.
Okay, so I'll roll with that medicine check. You're not going to be 100% sure if a restoration will cure him, but you do know he's under effect of some kind of a disease.
Right. Okay, so it will cure him, and so will 5 points of my touch.
Yeah, I didn't say it would cure him. I just said that you know that he's affected from some kind of disease.
Do they know how communicable it is?
I need your mage hand for a bit. He's got rash.
Yeah, don't touch that.
Okay, so I have a look at him and go, just sort of feel near his stomach. Does it feel like he's a little bit bloated, like there's something in there?
I feel around for it to see if I can find that out.
What do we have here?
Give me a con save, Polfez.
I should have put gloves on.
Oh, okay. All right, let me make note of that. All right, so you feel around his belly, and that medicine check, you don't really notice anything. It's out of the ordinary, other than he's just really slimy and sweaty.
Yeah, nothing out of the ordinary.
But he's diseased. Okay. All right, so I give him 5 points. That'll cure a disease on him, so he doesn't get any actual hit points back. It cures the disease.
Okay, let me read through this. All right, so you touch him when you're doing this?
Yeah.
You have to touch to do this, right?
Yeah, I do. But I'm immune to disease, so I'll touch him anyway.
Okay. Give me a con save with advantage.
Okie dokie.
Okay, very good. Okay, you place your hand on him and you're healing him. Did you still have 5 points left? I thought you were using up quite a bit, weren't you?
I haven't used up since our last long rest. I don't think I've.
No, because when you're there fighting, you're using something. You kept saying, "I got to save 1 point for something." I thought you said.
I only gave a healing. The I think I cast a healing, did I? 5 points or something? Is
Yeah,
all
just
I
making
gave him.
sure.
No, what I was doing, it was the belt. Because the belt, every time I
that's
get
what
hit,
it was.
it helps somebody else, yeah.
Okay, all right, so my fault. Just want to make sure. All right, so you place your
Yeah,
hands
so-
upon him, and you almost see like an immediate wash over him where the sweat stops beating from his brow. And he's still covered in sweat, but you don't see any more like protruding through his pores, or his head's still soaking wet and his beard's just dripping wet, but it seems to have subsided a little bit. And you see kind of if there was a little bit of gray over his eyes, it kind of just washes clear. You see his eyes get real bright for a second. It says, "Oh my God. Oh my God. Thank you. Thank the gods. Oh my God. Oh my God, where am I? What happened? Who are you?" He looks up at you, Diddy.
I'll say, I'm Sir Didymus, and I was hoping you could tell us what happened to you. You're down in the mines at Purplestone. And you had an affinity for the dirt. You loved being in the dark.
I'm in Pebblestone? Where's that? Did you mean Mucklestone?
Oh, Mucklestone, sorry.
Okay.
Mucklestone, I'll say, sorry.
No, I like Pebblestone better. You don't even know where the hell you are.
Yeah, Mucklestone, sorry. I'm still
Take
suffering
effect.
from the zapping of those creatures with the funny eyes.
So as you say the name Mucklestone, he's like, "What? I made it back? I found my way back!" And you can see him look up a little bit, and then he sees Pophaz, doesn't recognize him, looks behind him, says, Jonepath! Tiddock! Gilbrick! Is that you? You found me! Oh, thank the gods you found me! Oh my God, I've been lost for so long. I never thought I'd find my way back, but then everything went dark. Oh my God, I'm so thankful. He stands up and kind of grabs both your legs, and kind of starts squeezing tight. Thank you.
I'll divine sense him as he's there and see if there's anything. I'm trying to sense if he's an aberration inside or outside.
Okay. Does that burn a slot or anything to do that?
I only have a certain amount per day.
Okay,
It's
all right.
the divine sense.
So as you cast that as he's hugging you, you're not picking up any kind of sense of an aberration within him. No.
No, that's fine. Okay.
He kind of pulls his head back out and says, "Oh, thank the gods! I could go home. I could see. Oh shit, what was her name? He forgot his wife's name. I can see my wife and kid again. Oh my God! Oh my God! I'm so thankful. He's like raising his hands up to the ceiling and kind of like closing his eyes. He's like ready to do a dance ditty. I'm so happy. Just take me home. Take me home now, please."
We will. How did you get lost? What happened to you?
At that, you see him kind of start to calm down a little bit, and he sits back down on the ground. You can see he's wearing nothing but a robe at this point, and he doesn't even have shoes. His feet are like black and brown from years of walking in the muck or whatever, and his fingernails are real long and just nasty. His entire body is just nasty and covered in filth and dirt and everything. So I came down here along. Well, it seems I don't know how long ago it was, but I found this. So the section of mine that had the diamonds. I was getting. I think her name was Mebarn. I'm a barn. Anyway, his wife. I was getting her a diamond for her anniversary. I talked to Photius about it, and if Photius was here, he would kind of recollect, or I'd make him do a history to see if he remembered the conversation. And so basically, he goes this long story about how he came down this area to look for a diamond, but then he came across some remains. Wasn't sure what they were, and as he was looking at those remains, that's when everything kind of went foggy. And then he kind of remembers bits and pieces of the history from that standpoint. He said he remembers coming across an Umberhulk den, and he used some of his druid powers to kind of try to befriend one of them, in which after several failures and getting hit several times, he finally got one of them to kind of stop attacking him, and he used that Umberhulk to kind of tunnel his way away from the rest of them. And he remembers bits and pieces of, again, befriending this Umberhulk and following it, trying to find his way back to Mucklestone, and then everything just went black from that standpoint. The next thing he remembers is standing here in front of you guys.
So you don't remember killing these gnomes that are in this room?
Oh, please, please, gods, no! Tell me I didn't do it. No, I don't remember kill. Why would I kill gnomes? Why would I kill my fellow man?
We don't know. We were just asking if it was you because you're the only other person in here.
He kind of drops his head and droops real low. Says, I have no memory of this. I just pray to the gods that it wasn't me. No, please, gods, no.
I'll tell him.
Take me home.
It'll be okay.
Take me home, please.
Well, there's nothing important in him. Is this all the miners that were lost? I'll ask Pofez or Jofad or Gubrick. Gubrick?
Yeah, Gubrick would be the one to know that there was, as far as his knowledge, there were 3 of them that went missing. Over the past
we've got 3
weeks.
Oh, over the past 2 or 3 weeks. This other guy's been missing for years. And these other 2 bodies, do they seem only a couple of weeks old? Even though they're smashed to bits?
One of them was fairly fresh. I don't think Gubrick ever did a thorough investigation to see whether or not there was more than 2 others within the dirt.
Well, we better look.
Yeah, no need for a roll. If you guys spend enough time, you'll dig through all the bones and you'll find there's 2 sets of gnome bones that were kind of half buried in the dirt here, a lot older than the other one that was still fairly fresh. But even with a thorough investigation, you can determine, even though they've been picked clean, they're right around that same time frame, probably anywhere from 2 to 4 weeks old. The other 2 that are picked clean.
Well, looks like we have solved the missing miner mystery.
Yep. Okay, so we know what's happening there. Are you able to use your druidic powers to get the rest of the diamonds out of that wall?
It's like, what? What are you asking me? Really?
If you can.
You're worried about diamonds? I might have killed 2 gnomes, and you're worried about diamonds in the wall. Really?
Well, I believe that probably the creatures that you were traveling with probably did the killing.
Are you just saying that so I help you?
No, I'm saying that so you feel better.
Oh, I don't know if it works, but I'm not a miner. Talk to Gubrick over here. He's the miner. He can probably get those things out lickety split. Right, Goober?
Yep.
Did we lose Gubrick? Rich, are you there?
I'm here.
Okay, did you hear what he said?
I'm sorry, no.
Okay, Gillard basically said, you're the miner in this group, and you can probably get the rest of those diamonds out of the wall lickety split. And he said, isn't that right, Goober?
Yep. If he's the miner, then he's definitely the man for the job.
Okay. Alright, so what else you guys want to do in this little encounter here? I shared with you guys what you found in the chest. Shared that you found Gillard. Thank you for not killing him. And it's like Gubrick is going to go back to work on working on the wall with the diamonds in it.
Yeah, we'll finish that off with the things, and then we'll bring the bones. I'll put them in the bag of holding so they can have a nice burial. And yeah, we'll just sort of clean out the place, and that's as you say, Pofez, that's the mystery of the missing miners. We just need to explore the mines to see if, and it'd probably be at the highest level anyway, at the first level, to see if there's any new tunnels up there that have been affected by, other diggers, etc. One thing though, I'll say to so what's this guy's name, the new guy? John
Gillard, Gillard.
I'll say Gillard, do you remember where you found the bones that everything went dark with? Was that here or on another level?
And he kind of looks around the room a little bit. Says, I don't even know where I am, but it was back towards the entrance of the diamond vein is where I found them.
Okay.
We'll
All right,
let
so,
you pass the gate, Gillard. We'll let you pass the gate.
And he's like, well, when I came down here, Photius said it was okay. Photius is the Cavers Guild, the head of the Cavers Guild. The little orange-haired fellow over there.
So did Photius let you through the gate, or was the gate already open?
It was already open. Photius told me it was fine. He knew me. He knew what I was doing. He was a favor, I tell ya.
The gate is to always remain closed. I have questions for Photius.
Doesn't sound terribly lawful. I'll say to all this, Photius. Tidoc's in earshot.
All right, guys. So we've reached the 3.5 hour mark. I'm probably going to call it at that point. So just to recap here. So you probably spend the next half hour or so. You're going to stay down here as long as it takes to get all these diamonds out of this little section, or you're just trying to get a certain dollar amount.
Oh, well, seeing diamonds are so rare, we'll probably stay there and get them out.
And seeing as he has the skill to do so, it won't take as long. So, yeah.
Okay.
Might as well utilize that. Well, we've got it.
Okay. All right. So let me just do this real quick. All right. So you guys find, I'll just summarize it. You guys find roughly about another $800 worth, 800 gold pieces worth of uncut diamonds. That means once they're finished, they'll be worth 800. That's in addition to what Diddy already got out, which I think he said you found 6 diamonds worth anywhere between 100 and 250. So just call it 1,200 plus total of 2,000 gold pieces worth of uncut diamonds. Is what you guys can extract out of this wall. Okay.
Cool.
Plus what I already shared with Joan Path, what he found in that treasure chest. Do I need to repeat any of that? Or you guys got it?
Got it.
No, I meant repeat anything that he found in that chest.
I think you wrote it up there. So it was a ring of keys, tiny bird cage, dragon pipe, 22 diamonds, 3 greater healing potions, uncut like my brother.
Yeah, there was also a scroll. Uncut brother, yeah. There was also a scroll and a rolled up parchment.
Okay. I'll try and help by using my gem cutting skills to give an estimate on how much the 22 diamonds are worth.
Okay. You probably have to get back upstairs and actually get your gem cutting tools into like a workbench to really start getting a firm grasp on that.
Joan Path is going to look at that parchment and see what he sees.
Okay. I was wondering if you guys are ever going to ask that question. So as you unroll the parchment, make me a dex save. No. You read this, and it's actually a bill of sale for a magic item from Marbin Grinwater.
Would I know him?
Grinwater. Is it Marbin? Maybe I get that wrong. Yeah, Marbin Grinwater. That's actually Gillard's wife, as I recall.
Wife.
Oh.
Quotations.
Well, he sold the thing to his wife.
No, it's a bill of sale, and again, I left it vague, saying it's just a magic item that was bought from Marbin. So it's like a receipt. You bring that to Marbin, and you'll be able to find out what potentially this was for. That make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it sounds like there's a bit of a mystery going on here. I mean, I'll whisper to Joan Path and Kubrick and say, and Tidok, well, his wife and daughter, they lost him, but he didn't get lost. He's been mad down here all this time. You don't think either of them had anything to do with it? And then took over the store?
I'm wondering what this magic item receipt's for. You may not be far from the truth, Sir Diddy. Be interesting to find out.
Yeah.
Are you going to tell him about your itchy fingertips?
I was about to ask if I was getting any kind of indication that something was not right after that failed con save.
Well, I'll answer that. If you answer me, do you think you're ever going to play Gubrick again?
I enjoy this character. I would definitely play him again.
Okay, then I'll hold off on that because you don't really know. what's going on yet.
That's fine.
Okay. All right, so let's call it there, guys. So, ta-da! Here's the big surprise. There wasn't no Slotty down here. The whole time, Diddy's like, "Oh, we're gonna go find some Slotties. We're gonna capture him, put him in this bag of holding, bring him back up here. We're gonna be saviors." And this whole time, I'm like, "Okay, this is just a side quest, guys. There's nothing to do with the Slotty, but this will be fun."
And it was quite enjoyable.
Okay. So, Tiddock, I'm sorry we lost you for a little bit, but hopefully you caught most of it. I tried to portray your character with vigor as he came up there. So, but hopefully it was a good session for you guys. And well, if you want, when we pick up next session, we can kind of role play the last little thing where you guys bring back the parchment up there. You know what? I'll tell you now. You guys okay? Let me just kind of fast forward through that to go see Marvin, find out what that is.
Afterwards, as they say.
Okay. All right. So afterwards, you guys extract all the diamonds, make your way back up there. Gillard gets reunited with his wife. At first, his wife is like totally pissed off and just thought he's come back in. She slaps him and tries kicking him and won't let him, near her. But then you guys finally kind of tell him the story about how you guys found him and he was stricken with some kind of disease, and she eventually comes around and they get reacquainted. And obviously his daughter is ecstatic to have her daddy back. But the parchment. So when you guys present that to, I think it's Marvin, was his wife. She says, I remember that guy. He came in here a few weeks ago and he bought this item and said he found some way to buy an island somewhere and he'd be back in a couple days. And he never came back, so I just put it in the back and kept it in storage until he showed up here. And so my intention with this magic item was to let you guys decide how you want to split this up. So obviously you got a bunch of NPCs here, but if you want to stick with one of these NPCs, that's why I was asking you about that before, Toman. If you're still good with your character, you guys can switch these. It's up to you. Give you the freedom of that. Or you can go ahead and give this magic item to one of your normal players. I'm okay with that as well. But if that being said, I want you guys to kind of look and see who's got magic items, who's really hurting for one. And you guys decide who's getting it, then I'll kind of cater it to whoever really needs something at this point. Does that make sense?
Yeah, perfect sense.
Okay. So I'll let you guys, either through email or whatever, if you guys want to roll off, I'm fine with that as well. But just give it to somebody that really is hurting or needs some kind of a magic item, then I'll kind of cater it towards that character. Okay?
I'll throw Tom's name in that bag because he doesn't have any magic items. He has +1 weapons. Okay. Silver weapons only.
Okay.
Nothing plus, no magic. So,
okay.
And then whoever else is, and I don't mind doing a roll-off or whatever, however the group decides.
Okay.
Is fit.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Yep.
So Gillard will get reacquainted. He'll also get reacquainted with Jodell, which, like I shared with you guys before, he was basically discredited from the Circle of Leth when he supposedly took off with a floozy and left his wife and kid with nothing. So Jodell will get reacquainted with him, and they'll talk about what's been going on, and he'll eventually go before the Circle again, the Council, and may or may not get reapply, so to speak, to be part of the Circle of Leth again. But in the meantime, Jodell does take his ring. Gillard had a signet ring that signified him as being part of Circle of Leth, so Jodell will take that from him until the Council will decide whether or not he's back in the good graces or not.
Oh, and Gubrick turns the rings over. He pulled off that dead gnome's body to see if they could use it to identify who the missing gnome, at least that missing gnome was, and get the appropriate notification to the family.
Okay. Yeah, it'll take a while, an investigation, but you guys will notify the families of those that were missing. 2 of the guys were like transients. They didn't have any family. So there's nobody to really identify the rings, but by one of them, you will recognize it's like a distant cousin to someone that came to the mines to try to work there, and they just thought he took off again. He was only there for like a couple weeks, but it was a relative to someone within the town. The other 2 were transients, and no one really knew who they were, as far as the missing ones. But the rings weren't really anything valuable. I mean, they're more like just, wooden or copper rings.
Cosmetic stuff.
Yep, correct.
Got it.
I'll give the bones to the family if of the one. I'll say I'm not sure which one it is, but if you know how tall or.
Okay. He was the one that was the most recent that went missing.
Yeah. Oh, then I'll give them the body, and then I'll just do a quick prayer of the others and bury them, and that's it.
You're gonna give him like the bits and pieces of the body that was left. So here you go.
Yeah. Well, I took it so they could have a proper burial. So
Okay. Right. So I'm assuming you'll like be somewhat respectable. Put it like in a bag or a chest or something. Not just here you go. Plop.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I'll make it so it's nice.
Okay. All right. Any other questions, comments, complaints about tonight's session, guys?
No,
it's good.
very well.
No, it's fun. Thanks, Ryan.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for running it for us. It's really good.
Appreciate it.
Did they actually explore the top level and just make sure there was no Slarty and it was just fine?
No, there never was slotty in these tunnels.
Cool.
Again, this was a side quest that I put out there. I thought you guys might do it before the invasion came, but then the invasion came, so I wasn't worried about it. And then you was like, "Hey, why don't we go down the mines?" I'm like, "Okay, you can still do it if you want."
You gotta admit, it's a little bit humorous that like Sir Didymyr's all like Slotty, 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 and when like a horde of Slotty come, it goes down to the mines.
Right.
Oh, I thought I'd come back and be ready for tomorrow.
Oh, as a reminder,
That is funny.
everyone, when up to Diddy, you're going to go back and take a long rest once you get back up top. It'll probably be about midnight, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning by the time you get back upstairs from this encounter. But the rest of you guys will all level up. So I think all of you guys will be level 11 with the exception of whoever was 9 to begin with, which I think was Tolman and
Dr. P.
Dr. P. So you guys will move up to 10. Everyone else that was 10, you'll move up to a level 11. And I'll get you others, you guys are at 10, up to 11, probably within the next 3 to 4 sessions. So we'll all be at level 11 soon enough. Okay?
So should I change him over now, Brian? Is there anything I gotta do?
No, you can do it between now and the next session. That's fine, because I'm not going to make you guys have an encounter during your long rest. It's not going to be interrupted. So during your long rest is when you'll, get a chance to kind of level up. Okay?
Oh, so Diddy made 11. Okay, cool.
Yep.
All right.
Excellent.
Thanks, Brian.
Okay. Yeah, thank you guys. See you guys in 2 weeks.
Sounds good. Take it easy, everybody.
See you, Matty.
And don't forget, just have a conversation amongst yourselves, either email or whatever, about who gets the magic item. I heard Toman kind of put his name in the hat, and I'm okay with that. Just make sure you guys are okay with it as well.
Yeah. Oh, do we get to find out what it is?
No, that's why I said I want to find out who you guys want to give something to. Then I'm gonna cater it towards that person.
Oh,
I don't want to say what it is if I give a ranger guy a great sword, it's not gonna make much of a difference. So I want to find out who gets it. Then I'll determine what it is that they get.
No problem.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna stop the recording. Good night, guys.
No.